One time when my oldest was very young, she walked in on me, you know, getting my nut.
Because I need to, this pussy is not gonna eat itself, okay?
I once if I did keep the evil away.
Exclusive. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? For make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God created. A greatness running in my blood. Hello?
Well, yes, indeed. Kai Storm in the building. Running about 2 minutes late, but it's all good. Motherhood Sex Man 1 in the building. Matter of fact, can you see the back of my shirt? Can you see the back of my shirt? Yeah. We in the building. We in the building. This episode was brought to you by Kai Storm Media. Get yourself a book. All right. Add bits. Indeed, indeed. Hey,
What's
going
up?
on?
What's up, beautiful?
How you doing, beautiful? Shit, we here for
Ah,
yet another episode of Motherhood Sex
come
Man One
on.
in the motherfucking
Motherfucking
business.
building. That's what's going on with your bomb ass shirt.
You know
Okay,
what I'm
your
saying?
bomb ass everything.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta
Always
represent
be
the brand.
popping.
Gotta represent the brand. Gotta represent the brand. You know how that
Yes, man.
shit go.
Man.
You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
you
You know
are
what I'm saying?
just art walking regardless at the end of the day.
We, we
But
both, you know how that shit go. And yes, get yourself some rolling papers, people. Yes, now is a good time to get you some. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But
I I think our guest is logging in, she said. So
okay,
wonderful. Can you hear me okay? Does it sound like I have a lot of
Kelly,
background
I can hear you real
noise?
good.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Good.
I hope that these earphones work. Anyway, before the guest comes in, I just want to introduce like why I asked to her to be on.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we were like on some like open mic. Actually it was hosted by Mr. Intellectual Soapbox. Shout out
Yeah.
to him
Shout
as
out to
well.
them.
Absolutely the whole crew. And so we was like doing this thing, excuse me. And I love to rap. But there
Mm-hmm.
was this, I just heard this like British sound, this English sounding voice that was just like had better bars than me. And I was just like, who is this? And I was like, right. And so, anywho, she's an artist. She's actually does art. So I'm sure she'll be able to talk about that. And she's also like a just creative in so many ways. And so
Right.
I think she's joined us. Oh my gosh, is
Yes,
that
she
you?
is.
What's
Yes.
up, beautiful? I was
How
just
we
talking about you
doing?
right now. So
One of
yes, thank
my
you.
ears were burning.
Yes. And it's so I was telling Kai on how met you actually. Shout out to Mr. Intellectual Soapbox. He was having an open mic and I was telling her that you impressed me so much because I feel like I'm a great rapper. I'm just going to throw it out there, but she was like killing it. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, who is this queen?" And then she shares her poetry and then it's art as well and she does so many great things. And so anyway, I just was telling my bestie over here as to why I invited you to come in here. And I think that you have so many gems. I could listen to you for hours and hours and hours, but you have blessed my life. And I'm going to just shut up so you can talk about yourself and introduce yourself. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
No, I want to hear more about me. That was lovely. I need more of that in my life.
Hey, you know, Uncle Shay Shay ain't got nothing on these introductions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I got some dry lips, like 1 o'clock, they touch each other, and I was like, rotted, that's my lips.
You look stunning per usual. This is my best friend. Her name's Kai Storm. I'm sure she will, you know, she has no problem introducing herself. And Justar, yes, thank you. Welcome.
Gang, no, thank you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
first thing. That's the main thing I wanted to say was, yes, honey, I've definitely seen you on our timeline before. You definitely have, you know, showed us love, and we love that. And I do remember, you know, every now and then, I think maybe, I'm not sure if you have been on Evolutions Live, but
Come
I
on
think
now.
you have.
I'm on
But
now.
yeah, I think you have. So I
She
know of you. But
everywhere.
yes, let's go ahead and introduce yourself.
No, thank you. Yeah, and yeah, I have been on there, and I was actually meant to be doing another show, but you know, I haven't done that. But basically, yeah, like that's how I met Ruby. Luckily enough, it was through Mr. Bestman. Like he introduced us, like, you know, a long time ago now. And then I was like, as soon as we met, we clicked, and I was like, I need you on my show, because I used to do a show. Well, I still technically am supposed to be doing my show, but because, you know, I'm a human being human out here, and life been lifing, so like I've had to take a break from, you know, what, because I can't do it as much as I used to. So, and I don't like to commit to things I can't commit to. So I've had to say, look, I can't do it no more, blah, blah, blah. Like, so, you know, basically, yeah, but we vibed, didn't, like, yo, she done my show, she was my co-host and feature. Like, it was a long time ago, innit? Damn, that was a long time ago, man. And that was a vibe. So I'm honored to be here with you. And like, yeah, bro, ask me a question, because if you don't stop me talking, it's never gonna happen.
Kai, I just wanted to tell you that I just feel so overwhelmed right now, because it's like when Justar, when we started this years ago, prior to the pandemic, we had no idea that we would have such a reach. I don't know if you're our first international guest, but it's been so far reaching where it's like, you know, I don't take these things for granted. It's not no little nothing. And I really truly see you as a star. Why? Because we're stars too. So
Justar,
it's like,
because my name's Justar.
right.
I'm a dickhead. Sorry, I take my dad, I'm a dickhead.
Right. No, I love it. You're real. I can't wait to get into the nitty gritty. I already asked her, Kai. I was like, hey, is there anything taboo? Is there anything that we can't talk about? Just to make sure, because people be more conservative than me. Kai's more conservative than me. So it's like, she already said it's open game.
Yo, I went part of my sleeve, unfortunately. I'm too fucking real. And I said, all you gotta do is shut me up. That's it.
Okay, I want to get into your mind a little bit. Unless Kai, were you gonna go ahead?
Dangerous ground, Ruby.
Go ahead, Kai, if you were gonna say something, Queen.
Well, no, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, because of course, like I said, I know of you, and you know of, you know, a couple of times I've seen you on Evolution or Evolution, but and you say you had a show, but you kind of in and out of doing the show. So what would you say describes you?
You open a whole can of worms there. Now, well, to be honest, can I just say, so basically, yeah, before I lose track, yeah, because like, you know, I smoke too much, my brain don't handle much these days, yeah.
You know how that feels.
Ruby, hi, yeah, I know you, and that's why I love you, you know what I mean? Because I'm all for it, yeah. Shizzle, man, is all like, and I stopped smoking for a while, yeah, and I'll come back, yeah. But like, basically, what you just saying in before that, like, just want to give you props for doing what you're doing, maintaining what you're doing, being persistent in it, because I rate it, and more sister queens need to keep representing like you're doing, like, so you and your bestie there, like, love, I feel it, I rate it, I'm all about it, and I love it as well, the fact of, you know, you're not, you know, mummy and booby lays after school, like, yo, we're out here smoking, we're fucking real people, we're mums, like, let's have our time, and I like that, I rate that, you know, I ain't got kids, but I'm all about the kids, and so, just want to give you guys your props before we even go any further, and thank you for letting me be on it.
Well, thank you for that. Definitely.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that.
You guys, real, I ain't blowing smoke up your body because I wouldn't need to, you know, I'm telling you, because it's real. And I need a t-shirt. I need some merch, blood clot. That t-shirt's heavy.
I mean,
hard,
we promote the website all the time.
I got you.
You can definitely get yours, you know.
I need to water my money tree because I got my merch in that too, but I'm slapped, man. Shit, like, yo, yeah, I got to water that money tree, man.
You know, but yes.
Yeah, sorry. Back to what you're saying, Sister Queen. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
What describes you?
Okay, yeah. So, well, my show that I do, yeah. So it's still up, like, you know, they want me to do my show, and like, you know, I could go on there anytime and do it. And that sounds really big headed. I don't mean like a dickhead, but like, because it's on another platform. It's not like on my page. It's like, you know, I was asked to do it and blah blah blah. And then I did start another one the other day that was asked to do as well. Like, but that's a bit less of a headache. And that was also because I'm trying to get back out there again and live a little. But my other show is like lyrics, laughter, and vibes with Justar, and I think that kind of sums it up because I'm a bit of it all, you know, because it's like, raw, you know. We laugh, we cry, we smile, we joke, we cuss each other out. And then, you know, I tell you, go iron your t-shirt, it's time for church. Like, you know, we do what we got to do. You know, and I don't want to just be like, hi, bye, like, you know, because some of these poetry platforms as well, it's like, poem and done. Nah, yo, like, can someone say something nice about that? Can you stay for somebody else? Can you show respect and love for another person? Can we talk? Hello, like, how are you? Like, I don't walk up to you and in your face. Like, I say, oh, hi, my name's Justina. Nice to meet you. How are you? Shit. You know, so I just like to bring that to the platform too.
That's
Nice.
right.
Nice.
And you know what?
That's needed too, because at the end of the day, I feel like, especially nowadays, the version of real, or just, you know, being, you know, loving yourself as is, you know, accepting your flaws, that's not popular nowadays. Motherfuckers is quick to tell you, nah, you don't like that, go change that. You don't like how your body look, go change that. You don't like how your face, your nose, your this,
And if you
you
got
know,
enough
just
money,
go
you can
change
change
that.
it, and then you can get them likes. Because if you're not getting them likes, then why are you feeling that feeling? Why are you thinking that? Because, you know, as well, like, like, you know what? I'm sick of people telling me how I feel as well. Because I'm a big girl, bro. I can cross the road, I can tie my shoelaces and everything. And you want to tell me how I feel? I've just said how I feel, and you got to fucking tell me how I feel. Nah. You know what I mean? I like.
She said I can cross the road and tie my own shoelaces, bitch. Who the fuck is you to talk to me?
No, I mean, like, rotten. My mommy put the belt away a long time ago, bro. Trust me. Like, shit. And it's like, then you want to try tell me how to fucking like sit at the table. I don't know you. Like, don't tell me how to hold my knife and fork, because you know what I mean. You're not ready for me to eat yet. Like, we're not sitting at the same table. It's like people got too much to say, and they're not living their best life. They're living that you know, online life. Yeah, and it's on my poems, like, yeah, because I've never been a selfie queen. I've never been one of these people. Yeah, like, you know, and that also stems from other stuff that we can touch base on too, because it's like part of a culture thing and something that I realized I've learned and I share about. But like, literally, like, it amazes me how people are so. Well, it doesn't actually, because imagine, like, I mean, I don't know, I'm 21 plus VAT, 37. It's my birthday, like, last week, yeah. Like, so we were brought up just before the internet.
Happy belated, by the way.
Well, thank you. But like, we were brought up, you know, we got to touch life before internet, so we know a little bit, you know. Because imagine, like, being like, I would, oh my god, if I had kids, they'd be looking in the corner reading a book, and if you looked at my kids sideways, I'll take your head off here, because this world is so polluted and so disgusting and like so warped, and everything's about likes, everything's about, you know. And I don't blame people for feeling that way, because that's all they know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how you're a teenage girl now, and all you know is Instagram, Snapchat, and all that. I can't do. I have them apps, man. Like, I don't even have notifications, and I can't deal with too much. Like, and that's your life. You go to school, and all your friends. Oh my! Could you imagine? Oh, I'm so glad that God blessed me to be born before that time. Shit, man. Like,
Absolutely.
Yo, I go front. That's one of the things I say a lot of times, especially when I look at some of these teenage boys. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, grown men do it too, but a lot, you see a lot more with the teenagers and you know, the early 20s, where, you know, the sagging pants and the you know, and all this, you know, all this extraness, you know, to make yourself look hard. And it's like, I grew up in a time where we wasn't doing that. Like, I wasn't attracted to a man that was doing that. So
pull your pants up and have some respect, innit?
Right. So it's like, I'm looking at you like, oh my God, I kind of hate it for my daughters, you know what I mean? Because I know that's the kind of men that's walking up to them and talking to them, and it's like,
but
ew.
then the girls are so consumed by the way that the world like makes them think that they have to be like. Because I'm one of these people, yo, bro, I dress for the occasion. You see me in my yard, I look like a fucking hood rat, and I don't care, because I'm in my yard. Yeah, if I'm going to church, I'm going to church. If I'm going out to party, I'm going to look like $1 million. You know what I mean? When you go into school, why do you need all this makeup on your face? Like, you know, I wasn't brought up like that. I wasn't like, you know, because it's so like, it's so much, it's too much. Like, these little 14-year-old girls, I see them so much makeup on their faces. Like, raw, love yourself. Why do you need, like, don't do that. Like, you know, and we're in this world,
but at the same time, it also, you know, at the same time, it goes back to the parenting too, because Yeah, because my child, nah, you got lip gloss. Oh, okay, that's about all that you can touch is the lip gloss. Nah, my makeup. You don't touch
That's
it, and
right.
you
I
better
heard
not
You
that.
know
touch
what?
me.
I'm a different
Never
colour to
mind
my
wear
mum,
your
so I never
own.
got that luxury. Like I was always like, you know that when people are younger and that you try your mum's makeup and that. Yeah, my mum's a different
Me
colour to me, so I
too.
couldn't do that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, so I never.
Well,
Like,
you know what? What happens is I grew up in a household that was so strict though. And I think what's different about parents today, or at least the ones that my peers, our peers, sorry, excuse me, is like we have like both the, like you said, we existed before the internet or before anyone could have access the way that we do. And then it's like also I kind of understand, we kind of like empathize with the youth, right? But I think that we have a lot to do as far as leaders to show the youth how to be and stuff like that. I think
Exactly.
and then I guess my point to exactly. And then I think my point to that is like when, like, for instance, my mom, I couldn't like question anything, right?
right, yo,
Whereas,
stay in your lane,
you
innit? Yeah.
know, there would just be, and then, but I think I understand the respect aspect, but I feel like sometimes we do our kids or just our relationships a disservice with not explaining why. And I think it's easy. Like I don't necessarily need to explain to my kid why I'm doing it, but I think it helps and it compels them to know why things are happening so that they can put things together for themselves. So it's
Kids are
really
not stupid.
interesting. No, absolutely
People treat
not.
them like they are. And
And then I
I
was,
know you're not.
yeah. And then I would, no, absolutely. Like my kid, actually, my parents actually treated me like I was stupid so much, unfortunately, that other family members were beginning to think the same. And that's due to their ignorance. And I've forgiven them for it, to be quite honest with you. Now, it was because of their not telling me why that I would be one of those that would look a certain way when I leave the house. And when I'm at home, I'm putting hella eyeliner on. I'm fucking trying to make any excuse to stay. I'm like pretty much giving myself giving other dudes that are in my class like the heads up, like you can get it after school type of shit. You
But
know
it's
what I
your
mean? I was
it's
doing
insecurity thing, innit? But then that's them. But that's what as
right.
well. It's understanding because you know what's what I used to judge women for that when I was younger, and then I got to a point where realize it's their insecurities. It's because you know, like because
Absolutely.
I never understood it because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I wasn't allowed to do these things. And, you know, my mom was like, you know, give me licks just in case, like you know, and like
Right.
that.
Oh, they beat my ass. They beat my ass. I talk about it on here. They've been forgiven again because they were trying to do the best that they thought was right. At the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
day, I can't be sitting over here hella heated at my mom and just like grunting and shit. It's like, no, but what I'm not gonna do is act out in frustration the way that she did
And not do the same thing to your kids.
physically. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good to check your kids, like by all means, but this was on a borderline of like, dang, I can't believe that y'all got away with this. This is on some CPS investigation, borderline shit.
Really, trust
To be
me. I
quite
have this,
real.
you know, I have this conversation with my little brother because you know it's only the last so many couple of years, like genuinely. Obviously, I'm 37 years old, man. Shit, you know, like, and I used to kind of thank my mum for beating me in a way. I know it sounds messed up to some people, yeah, but the culture that we got, it's like, look, you know, if you're like black or not white, yeah, like you know, you get beat in it. That's just normal. It's like, and I hear how I sound. That's just normal. And like my little brother's like, no, Justy, like it's not normal. And he told me some of these times when he was getting beaten, I was getting beaten. He was like, you know, and like he was like, you tried to like save me, you could protect me. And it broke my heart, man. Hearing him, he's like, that's not normal, Justy. It's not normal. And I was like, you're right. You know, you're actually right. And like the thing is as well, I know my mum didn't beat us because she was like hated. I don't know how to explain it yet. Like for this example, let me quickly just go into this. Sorry, you know I talk, but this I think is quite important because it like shows
Please
as well
do.
like a culture thing. Like I always thought I was ugly, yeah, because whenever anyone used
What?
to say when I was little, yeah, no, I'm not saying I think of anything now, but just in general, like, and this is because my mum like always said to everyone, anytime they said, "Oh, ain't she beautiful?" Like as a little kid, like, "Ain't she beautiful?" Like, no, she's not. Don't tell her that she's ugly. That's what she always said, yeah. So then all I ever heard was like, she didn't say you're ugly, but she said, "Don't tell her that she's ugly" all the time. Yeah. So all I heard growing up, she's ugly, yeah. So then I thought I was
So
fucking
not true.
ugly, yeah. I thought I was fucking ugly, yeah. And then like it's about 27 years old, yeah, at my mum's house, and then I don't even like came up, and then I said to my mum about it, and I was like, And like, instantly, because I was in the room with her, yeah, she was like instantly Ruby. She was like, "No, Justy, I don't think you're ugly." And I could tell by her instant reaction, yeah, like, and her face and everything, yeah, she didn't mean it. She was like, "I just didn't want you to be one of them girls that grew up saying, oh, I'm so beautiful. My mom thinks so." I was like, "Mom, you told me I was ugly. Like, I thought I was fucking ugly." She was like, "No, I don't think you're ugly." I was like, "But you told me I was ugly." And in my mom's warped mind, she was protecting me. And now I get it, but for all them years, it fucked me up thinking I was so ugly. So sometimes as well, like, we don't like that, you know, they're doing what they think's the best and like not realizing they're fucking
That's
up.
deep.
So I just share that because it's really true and really important, you know.
Thank you for sharing that.
Definitely. And thank you for sharing that. You know what I mean? And it's definitely a subject that we've discussed on the podcast because me and Ruby have two different ways of parenting. Let's just call it that. You know what I mean? And we discuss it all the time. You know what I mean? We definitely discuss it, you know, there's times where, you know, she's telling me, you know, her kids did something and I'd be like, wow, no.
Well, because this day and age,
So
you know what I was going to say? People need some lick shit. And that's what, don't beat your kids. Don't do it. But some kids need putting in line.
Licks are necessary, but the licks, it can't be, it definitely can't be, you know, mind altering or making you, you know what I'm saying, making you feel some type of way. It has to be on the level of just punishment
just
for
because,
what
you know,
you've
if
done.
you're not scared of your mom, like when I was younger, yeah, I wasn't really scared of the police. I wasn't scared of my mom. You know, my mom would be one, look, I look to sit the fuck down and shut up, yeah, gone. That's it, yo. Trust me, yeah. And like these young men that go around, because in the UK, yeah, we have like they stab each other, yeah. And like we're talking 13-year-old kids all the time, every day. And like, I worked in hospital, mom works in hospital, like, you know, it's disgusting, yeah, up close and personal. And they stab you deliberately, so they give you a bag for life at school. So you know you can't go toilet, you have a bag, you know. So it's just like that's how fucking sick they are, yeah. 13-year-old, because they haven't got no dads about, and no one's giving them a lick. The moms, because they're too scared, because the whole PC snowflake world we live in, you can't beat your kids. And I'm saying, I'm not telling anyone to go beat your kids. I'm saying, tell your kids and make them fucking know to be scared one time of somebody. Because if you're not got nobody to be like, yo, no. Like, then who are you listening to? And that's why, because they're like, you can't do nothing to me, mum. I'm going to go do this. Like, mum saying, get in, it's 9 o'clock, time for bed. No, I'm going to go out. And then what can you do? Because if you tell your kid off, you're going to get trouble with the police. But when your kid goes stab someone, he gets away with it because he's a teenager and it's your fault.
Yes, and see that's why I was saying that we talk about it all the time, because again we want people to understand that watch the show that yes, we encourage parenting, period. Like if you laid down and brought these people into the world, you should automatically respect and respond to your responsibility immediately. Be doing what you need to do to take care of it. Now, however you handle behavior situation is however you handle it. Me personally, when it came to me, yes, I do remember. I could say that yes, there were times where I felt like, you know, I could say that there were things that my mother did disciplinary wise that I wouldn't personally do with my children. But at the same time, I also recognized that I was fucking around her last motherfucking nerves, like real talk. They were like me once I became a teenager and I started smelling myself. Literally, one of the things with me was hanging out. I would be at a party and she would be like, be home by midnight, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll see you at 4. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you at 4.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? And of course that was an ass whipping. Yes, she, you know, she would go to the extension
but you knew you were
cords.
gonna get that, and you did it.
You
You
know
got
what
to
I'm
do the
saying?
party,
Yeah.
and you knew it was okay because it was worth it.
Yeah,
It's different.
Exactly. And she, you know what I mean? She would go to extension cords and things of that nature. So that in my head, I would be like, nah, I would never pull out an extension cord for my children. But at the same time, if you show up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking monkey ass.
You've been told.
I'm gonna
You've been
break
told.
every
You
nail
already
on your face. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break
No, I
every one of
agree.
my nails on your face. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So in that so in those situations, I could never go back and say my mom was abusing me, because I dead ass broke the rules. She said be home by 12, and I said I'll be home when whenever the fuck I be home. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
That's
and
more
I
along the
believe
lines. You're
difference.
right.
you know, Licks, do you think
That
you'd
was
be
the
so blessed and
difference.
so pure
But
as
if
you are now?
you taking it to abuse to the point, like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, because mentally she, your mother kind of did, had a level of abuse by telling you that you ugly, and in her mind, she thinking that it's not abuse, but literally it is, because I mean, come on now, in your head you might dead ass look at yourself and be like, damn, am I
Bro,
ugly
I
for
thought I
real,
was
bitch?
ugly.
Am
I'm
I
telling
ugly for
you.
this?
That's
And then
crazy.
you looking at her like, bitch, why would you call me ugly? Would you want somebody to call you ugly every fucking day? Come on now.
I didn't even think nothing of it, and this is the smasher, yeah, because it was so normal to me. It didn't even occur to me that it wasn't okay, and that's the whole thing. Even with the licks things, yeah, like when my little brother's the one that put it out, he got the least licks because he's the youngest, yeah. Me and my other brother were 1 year and 5 days apart. We got licks same thing, yeah, but he was bad.
Okay.
He got licks. He deserved most of them. I got licks just I don't know. My mum used to be the bad mood. We got licks, yeah, and like we got licks in case. Like right, we were good kids. We didn't need the licks, yeah. We were good kids, but then also like. I do rate, and that's my whole point. Like growing up, I've always thought, oh, okay, if I didn't get them licks, maybe we'll be bad. Like my brother's like, they're good men, and it's well because like I have a lot of issues with men over the years because unfortunately, men have done a lot of things to me from a baby to an adult that are beyond fuckeries, yeah. But the fact that I go to say the sentence that all men are this, no, they're not, because I've got two brothers who they're not, so then straight, I can't say that sentence because it's not true. Like, but then I believe as well, like Ruby was saying, what you're saying, like you gotta do whatever you gotta do, but talk to your kids. Let your kids speak. Listen to them. Have a fucking conversation, because that's the difference. That never happened. But children should be seen and not heard. The culture we grew up in. We ain't playing that game anymore, because I ain't. Like, and I ain't got kids, but I'm opening that door.
Oh yeah, definitely. I ain't going front because I have 3 children, and they're in the age range of 27, almost 16, and almost 10.
Black really don't crack in it. How old are you?
Girl, look at this. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. But anyway, back to the subject. Now, yes. Now, with the first one, yes. If Africa was here, that's my first daughter's name. If Africa was here, she would tell you, yes, that I gave her no motherfucking chances. I jumped on her as soon as she acted the fuck up, I was on her ass. Now, Anaya, on a difference, which is my youngest. Now, I'm gonna give her the conversation.
The baby gets it easier.
Conversation first, and I let her know you've been warned, because if I have to raise this subject again, then it's gonna get real different. It's gonna get real different. You know what I mean? And my middle child, a goddess, she's in the middle, so she kind of just sits in the middle and just says, "Yeah, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not doing that. I'ma chill and mind my business. Y'all could catch it whenever y'all catch it, but I ain't catching shit. I'ma chill. I'ma mind my business. I'ma mind my business. Yes, I am. I'ma mind my business. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. It definitely takes experience to get from, because the first one, you want the first one to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So the first one you jump on. That's what I did. And my mother did the same thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the first one. She jumped at me. But my sister got a little different, mother. And again, my youngest got a little different one, because I give you a warning before I jump on that ass. I'm going to give you a warning, and then I'm going to jump on that ass. Because you've been warned. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is.
We have to go. It's what the fear thing and what you were saying before. Yeah, like no, I read what you said. And I'm the middle child, and I get it, yeah, man. And like my older brother, but he was a dickhead. Yeah, he deserved some of them beats, yeah. But like both of us, we got beat pretty equally. But my little brother, he got it easy. Like over the years, did joke like you need some more beats. But like jokes aside, like it isn't okay. And I've learnt more, and like seeing it through his eyes, seeing us get beat, and seeing me try to help him, knowing that I couldn't protect him because I'll get more beats trying to help him. Really broke my heart. It's really fucking sad. But also like. Oh shit, I was about to say something, it just worked right on my head. But basically, just speak to your kids, man. Like, let them, if you're going to beat them, then just tell them why you beat them. You know what I mean? And just let them know, like, what I want. And you're doing it for their future because, like I said, man, some of these kids, if they got beats one day, they probably won't go and be, like, such little criminals and, like, stabbing up people thinking that they can get away with murder. Exactly. They know someone will tell them no.
Exactly. That's literally the point, because you know what I'm saying, the conversation happens, and in the conversation you get to explain to them, listen here, It's either you deal with my discipline or you deal with outside discipline. And remember, I know you. Therefore, I love you. Therefore, I might give you a chance or two. Outside ain't giving you no goddamn chances. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you
Yeah,
this. So
sorry. I could
in that situation, does it make you afraid to have children? What's your take on having
Yeah,
children?
it does.
Then?
No, over the years. And you know what? It's kind of mad because, like, obviously I'm 37. Like, my other brother, he's 38, and my little brother is 34. Yeah, like, and my little brother, though, he's having a baby at the minute, and I'm so excited. Yeah, so he's having a baby. But like, they've
Congratulations.
and so like, you know, it's still early days, but yeah, it's open. Everyone knows now, like, and I can't wait because like, I'm like, it better look like me. I want my little mini me. Yeah, I'm taking that around. That's my little motherfucker. Yeah, like, I can't wait. Yeah, and like, because I've got loads of nieces and nephews that like stolen off my friends that love me, and like, you know, they call me, like, they video call me. They want to speak to me, like Auntie JT, like, you know, I love them. Like, sometimes ring my friends. I'm like, can I speak to my babies? Like, you know, I just want to speak to them. Like, they're my babies, and like, but then at the same time, you know, I'll be honest, I've had 2 abortions, yeah, like, because it wasn't the right time. And also, like, you know, the world does scare me. Like what I was saying to you before, I know a joke about, oh, you know, if I had kids, they'd be sitting in the corner reading a book, and if you looked at them sideways, hit your head off. I'm not joking. Like, this world is so corrupt and disgusting and, like, perverted that, like, it's scary. Like, it does scare me. Like, it scares me for my nieces and my nephews and, like, for people. And, like, you know, when you break it down and realize, like, we're designed for fire, food, family. Like, you know what I mean? You're supposed to, like, protect your family, get some fire, some food, shelter. That's it. We're not designed for, like, this constant everything in your face. Like, it's just too much. And this is why everyone's got, like, mental health issues. It's like when people say, oh, you know, so-and-so's got this. Yo, you've got it too. Everybody's got mental health issues because we are not designed for this life that we live in. And if you think you ain't got them, and you've had them, you're going to get them, you're not open to them, you're not realizing why I'm going, because, yo, if you think that this world is normal, we're not
Or
living
you in denial.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is
What this
definitely
actually,
one way to look at it. That's definitely one way to look at it. But
it's real as hell.
yeah, it's real as hell too.
And thank you for being so vulnerable. We don't talk about that enough. I want to highlight what you just said in that we believe in whatever you need to do for yourself is what you need to do. And so, but we also don't negate the fact that it's hard. You know, these are really the hard things that we're not posting on social media and that we're not over here eager to just share it. And so thank you for sharing it here, because this is actually the one of the perfect platforms to share it on. We have talked about losing children by other ways. And then people don't understand that aside from this place being what it is, right? We take a snapshot of 2025. You would have never thought that there's some things that have transpired in the world, right? Back in, especially when we were kids, probably, right? It's a whole nother time. So I just say that to say, like, it's important that we have a sense of grounding, because when nothing else helps, including substances, because I've definitely used those, and it's like you're still left with an emptiness until you deal with that shit. Like, you got to literally
just
deal
put on
with
pause,
it.
because I've done that. That's just putting it on pause.
Right, especially when the come down, and especially when that, because it's all gonna maybe even
You gotta deal with it at
maximize.
some point. It's just trying to stop dealing with it in a minute, but you're gonna have to deal with it eventually, regardless.
I feel like when it comes to you know, yes, it's parenting is a hard ass job, because just like we said on or someone on our podcast said that, you know, it's your heart walking outside of your body, you know, that literally your life literally walking around, you know what I mean? And I have in the past, I've said to myself, because I have all girls, it's like I'm a protector of 4 pussies, like literally. Well, now 3, because, you know, she, you know, 27-year-old is 27. She grown. She could protect her own pussy.
Yeah, don't
you know
change
what I'm saying? But at the
But
end
you
of the
still,
day,
mama is always there.
right.
Always.
That's my job still. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my mom's
That's
got
right.
that. Some moms don't remember that, like, because my mom don't know my number. But yeah, I like that you still know that.
No, it definitely is that. So it's like you're protecting your own, you're protecting theirs. You know what I mean? You gotta teach them certain things. And you gotta teach them to have the same faith you have. You know what I mean? You
But
gotta
you got
teach them
faith
to
every time
walk
they
with the
walk out the
same
front door,
faith
innit?
you
'Cause
have,
this
because you can't protect them from everything. You
that's what I
can't
mean.
protect them from everything. You could try, but you can't protect them from everything. But the most you can do is put in the give them the tools that they need to move and feel free and be themselves and definitely be strong in in their womanhood and their and do self-care
Do
and
you think
self-love
are you
and fuck everybody else when it comes to the bullshit. You know what I mean? That's definitely the tools you gotta, you gotta be, pushing when it comes to having, offspring. I feel, you know what I mean? That's the kind
yeah,
of
that's what
thing you
I don't
gotta.
think I'm strong enough for that because I can't because I worry like at the older I got the more I understood why my mum said things or worried in that certain ways about certain things, and even though she's like not the best mum, it's no maternal instincts in that woman's body at all, yeah, but still because the way I love my nieces and nephews, like not my nieces and nephews, that's why I can only imagine how it feels to be a parent. And like so I just was gonna ask you when you was talking like because you seem like pretty cool, obviously, like, obviously, but as a parent, it's a different relationship. Like, do you think then, like, what you're just saying that, because it sounds like they can, and I hope that they can. And this is my thing about like relationships with kids and that, like, and I know your kids are not kids, but they're your children. Can they come and talk to you? Like, because, that's the most important thing. If they could be 55 years old and they want to speak to their mama, can they come and say, mama, blah, blah, blah?
Hell yeah. Me and my daughter hang out all the goddamn
Oh, I
time.
love
Shit,
that.
we got monthly pedicure appointments
Oh,
that we
It's
do.
so
You know what I'm
beautiful.
saying? She
The
comes over
relationship.
and does her sister's hair for free because you know what I'm saying, the
that shit's
braiding,
expensive.
the hair braiding would cost me a nice grip if I was taking her to a a hair braider. So that's awesome. And then she tells me, and I always talk about her life. Like right now, my oldest is a licensed esthetician. She is starting to do her home travel businesses as her home travel business because the job that she works for, the salon that she works for, they trying to cut money and cut commission, and she like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Because you
that's
thought I
how
know to run.
you know what I'm saying? My child is definitely a lot like me. She'd be like, I don't do that. So she going out to make her own money. You know what I'm saying? And because of connections, I was able to connect her with the lady that does my hair. Because she has a salon space that my daughter can use. So, you know what I'm saying? I put that together. So it's definitely a relationship that they can come talk to me all the time. My middle girl, you know what I'm saying? She's the quiet one, but she will come to me when she needs to and talk to me. Now, the youngest one, you know what I'm saying? She's still trying to be sneaky, but at the end of the day, I
How old
get
is the
it because
youngest one
she's
again?
not. I
That's
get
my
it.
homie
She's
right
not.
there.
Oh, come on, man. Yo, and you baby, too, because she's a baby, ain't so she got time, man. She all right.
But she be trying me. She be trying me. You know
Be
what I'm
letting her
saying?
try you. You can baby now a little bit.
Yeah,
She's
I get it
fearless.
too. But I be looking at her like, girl, I will break you. Don't play with me. Don't
Well,
don't
let me
act
break you
like
because I
just
don't want to.
because I'm so real that I say don't think because I smoke that I won't pick you up and break your little face, girl. Stop playing with me. Don't go up in the school because she be going up in the school and acting crazy, and it's like, girl, the school is just right there. I can show up at the school and break you in front of the school, but I don't want the people to call
Yo, mama's in. I
CPS.
don't think I would beat you
I
in front
just
of
don't want
everybody
the
else.
people
Like,
to call CPS, but don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? I threaten her
Yeah, because
all
they
the
don't know how to
time.
mind their
Trust me.
business sometimes, you know
all
what I'm
right,
saying?
yo,
You know
my
what I
mom be one
mean?
of those, my mom be like, yo, back in the
I get
day,
it.
thinking like, don't think like them other kids, I'm not gonna beat you in front of them. Like, my mom be like, yo, my mom was one of the people like, swear down, check this shit. The other kids, they used to get threatened by their moms to stay with Jasmine. Like, my mom, like, you're gonna go stay with Jasmine? They'll be like, no. Like, right, like, that's who I had to live with. That was my mom. Like, they would be scared they'd be good because they want to stay with Jasmine. I had to fucking live with Jasmine. Oh, sorry. But yeah,
Yeah,
I can
it's a
tell you,
lot.
and I can tell you, and first of all, I can tell you a story right now because when my mother came up here about 2 summers ago, she came to New York to visit the family, and literally we all were sitting at a dinner table where I said to her, I said in front of everyone, I said, this woman here, You see how these kids be walking around here with cell phones? This woman here would never get me a cell phone if I was a teenager. And my husband turned to her and asked her, said, "Is that true?" And she was like, "Of course." Excuse you?
See, my mum did get us. I got one. We was bougie like that. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my brother, us 12 years old when phones first come out. Yeah, like me and my brother both got mobile phone. We were quite lucky like that. But it's only because my mum was at work all the time because obviously she had 3 kids and like, you know, so she worked all the time. She still does. She works 6 days a week. She just turned 60 and like, you know,
oh my God,
like yeah. Like and then so we have to do everything. We like I was cooking and cleaning from 6, 7 years old, like you know, stripping the beds, making the beds, cooking the dinner, like rotted. Like when people like don't do these things, like that's why I thank my mum for them things because I've been away, stayed on like you know these other places and that. Like when I went to even uni, yeah, rotted. Oh my God, right. This girl said to me, and she's my friend, yeah, and she knows this because I take the piss out of her quite happily by it. How do you know when water's boiling? I said, I said, fuck up. Like, are you joking? How do you know when water's boiling? Like, what planet do you live on? But this is the world people live in because their mum did it all for them and they don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
You've not benefited your child because now your child's at uni and can't boil some water.
That's as real as it is.
Like,
and you know
what? How do you know when it's boiling? Child, don't ask that out loud. That's the first advice I would have gave her. Like, girlfriend, don't ever ask it. Don't ever say that ever in your life out loud. Like, type it into Google. Like, type into Google. Like, pick up your phone.
I mean, you never went to science class.
I mean, it was 15. I'm not sure it was like 15 years ago because like I'm 37 now. This was like fuck me, man. This was a long time ago. This was 17 years ago. Bomber club. Oh, shut up. This was 17 years ago when I first went to uni. And she's my friend to this day. Yeah, like I love her. Yeah, but and her mom. And I know her mom. I've stayed at her house.
It be like that.
But like her mom babied her. So it's like you didn't do her the benefits because you didn't teaching her life lessons. She can't make a bed and she can't boil water.
I have some family members that were like that as well. And to some degree, I was sheltered so much that there were some things that normal people were at my age were just doing naturally. But then there were some things that I was doing because I was being a bit quirky. I'm gonna get a bit heavy now. You have a really strong relationship with your siblings, and I can sense that because can you tell us about what it felt like to give your sibling a chance at life?
Oh yeah, that's a mad thing too. Yeah, so that's like real life as well because like it's proper deep. Like me and my older brother, and when I say older, I don't normally call him older, but just we're 1 year and 5 days apart. Like he's March the 4th and March the 9th, yeah, and like so. I grew up, that's my best friend from day dot, yeah. We did everything together. Like when my mum took his nappy off, I threw mine in a bin. When she took his bottle away, I threw mine away. I did everything 1 year early because I called with my brother because like, we were like twins. And then like a few years before my grandma died, like we fell out over grandma because he used to live with her and like then he like abandoned her and like I lost all respect for him and he tried to tell me I couldn't speak about her when she's still alive and like basically he's like you're not gonna tell me about my grandma. So we fell out like because he's always trying to control me and I wasn't about that. So we fell out for like 2 or 3 years before my grandma died. Then when my grandma died, like he didn't show up for the funeral yet. And like my grandma, I think everyone knows what my grandma's right there. Some of her ashes there. She's there. Like my grandma's my G, yeah. Like and I watched my little brother, yeah, and loads of my cousins that carry my grandma in, yeah. And I've never been so proud of somebody in my life watching my little brother do that. Be so strong. When I broke like a baby, yeah. And like he was strong and he's like, we're doing this for grandma. Come on, yeah. And I was like, if I didn't have my little brother there, I couldn't have done it, yeah. And then my older brother, he should have been there for us. He like lived with her for all them years. He should have been there, and he abandoned her, yeah. So like I used to say, he's dead to me now. I'm not going to spit on his grave, yeah. I'm not. And this is why I say, watch your words. And when you're sharing all of this extra back bit quickly, just to let you know why I won, because like I said this out loud loads of times, yeah. I will not spit on his grave, blah blah blah, and I meant it. And I swear on my life, I meant it. And then like a year after my grandma died, my mum rings me. My mum didn't ring me because she needed me when grandma was dying and dead, but she didn't need me after that because that's my mum, yeah. And then like so, then I was like, fuck's sake, because when I see her number, my mum's not even saved as a name. It's a number. Oh, who's dead now? Who's dying? What's going on? And she's like, your brother's in the coma. I'm like, what? Fuck. What am I supposed to do? I even said, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this information? We don't talk. I haven't spoken to him in 3 years yet. What am I supposed to do with this information? She's like, I'm just letting you know, yeah. So I put the phone down and I'm like, God, did I wish death for my brother? Like I had to speak to God for a couple of days, yeah, like because I believe in God and I speak to God and to grandma and that, and like I'm literally like, raw. I wish death for my brother, innit? I said that sentence so many times, and then now he's in the coma. Yeah, and then So then, like 2 or 3 days later, yeah, because speaking to Grandma, like Grandma called him the boy, like go and see the boy, yeah, because Zana was the golden boy, the batty, like the sunshine out of his batty, yeah, like it's no new news in our family, yeah. So then, like, Grandma, like, so I went to see him. Oh my God, like, I cannot tell you, yeah. I've dealt with a lot of things, seen a lot of things in my life. I got that door because he was in the next bit. It was like 1 in, 1 out. Plus my mum was in there, and like the other nurses and like, all these machines and that, yeah. And then like, you know, I got the door halfway open, yeah. I saw my brother. I fucking dropped to my knees like a baby and cried. I've never been so heartbroken seeing like he was dead. Like he was dead, yeah. Like all of these machines, like oh my God, like I just wanted to shake him and tell him to wake the fuck up. What, like, you know, like wake up, get up. Like, you know, I've never like, and I watched my grandma die. I've never been so, it was fucking horrible, yeah. And then so like it broke me differently, right? And then kept going to see him, just watching the back of his eyes, like wake up, watching the back of his eyes, yeah. And then like spoke to these doctors one time, like 2 doctors came in, like, and then my mom was there with me, and like I said, like, "Rah, is my brother gonna die?" My mom was like, "Justy, don't say that. I need to know." I said, "I need to know." Like, and they just went, they looked at each other, they looked down, then they were like, "We just don't want to give up yet. We're just gonna keep trying. He's just too young." So I was like, "My brother's gonna die." If you know, literally, like, you know, because he couldn't wake him up. And then like eventually he woke up, and then all he wanted was me. Like I got like, you know, so then my brother wanted me, yeah, and then so I go to see him, and like barely speaking at him, and he kept saying, "I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it." My man just woke up from a coma because he was dead, yeah, and he telling me I'm sorry, I couldn't do it because he knows what he couldn't do and why I wouldn't speak to him because of grandma. And like, you know, so then blah blah blah. We fell out again because he's a stubborn. That's why we fell out. My brother's so stubborn, yeah. And I thought, right, you was dead. And like I wanted to have to touch your face, Vaseline your lips in hospital, suction your mouth out with the thing, because like people as well don't understand when you wake up from a coma, you don't wake up like the movies. You can barely speak, you can't move, like, you know, mash up, like, you know what I mean? Can't do nothing yet. Like it's proper different, right? And obviously that's heartbreaking, but he woke up, like thank God, yeah. I prayed for that. He woke up, yeah. And then so then we fell out again, but I was okay, right? He woke up, I've seen him, I've done my bit. Then I'm in America, and like I've got like, because my wife's American, I was in America with my wife, and then like flipping, I'm getting phone calls from nurses and that, yeah, saying, oh, you know, your brother's got leukemia. Can you get tested to be a stem cell donor? I'm thinking, oh my days, like, right, obviously, I'm going to save my brother. I couldn't save my grandma. Let me save my brother, yeah? So I come back from America, like, he didn't know. No one knew, like, you know, so I come back from America, get tested, praying to God, let me be a match. Just let me be a match, yeah? I was at 97.4% match. That's like a fucking 100% match, yeah? Like, that's so good, yeah? Like, yo, boom, boom, match, yeah? Then, like, it's a process though, yeah. So I'm doing all this, and then like they like keep asking me, can we tell your brother that you're the match, because he doesn't know, obviously. But I'm like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, it doesn't matter, we're not friends. Like I'm not gonna not save my brother. And then like a week before I go to harvest, he comes around to see me, and then like we started speaking, and like, you know, it's like it's changed because now he's on the chemo, and like he's got this like, you know, different thing, but it's still messed up. Like it's not that simple. Like people think, oh well, your brother's got your stem cells now, like everything's okay. Now his body's fighting my cells, but his body's fighting because now it's working. So it's giving it that, you know, because it wasn't working before. Like so sorry if that's too much information, but my whole thing is like, right, I was like wishing death for my brother because like, and I love my brother, and I know he loved me too, yeah, before this. That's why I dropped everything to come back for him. But it's like my words, where I was so angry at what he didn't do, made me speak hate and say things that, like, you know, I didn't ended up being the person that, like, and I don't mean to say it like a braggy way, he says it, but like, yeah, saved his life, but all I did was fucking give myself. It's not, I'll do it for anyone, yeah, but like, I wished him death, and then I'm there eating my words, saving him his life. So it's like, careful what you're saying, what you wish for, because, you know, I'm lucky I was a stem cell donor, because imagine if I said all that and then he died, and I didn't, you know, I'm lucky I got a second chance to eat my words.
Oh my God, let me tell you something. We say it all the time. Words are fucking like literally spells. Like you gotta watch what you say to yourself. You gotta watch what you say to people. Even in anger, there's times, and even sometimes, yes, you might lose yourself and say something in anger, but at the same time, you know, your heart don't mean it. So yeah. I guess that kind of negates it a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Especially when you go back and think about it and realize that, you know, you really did mean whatever the fuck you said.
You know, I thought I meant it, but it was like I hated the situation. Because one of my friends said to me before, she was like, "No, you don't hate your brother. You hate what he did or didn't do." And I was like, "No, you're right. Like, you know, because you know, I did as well. But my words still said that. My words were still disgusting. You know, it was disgusting what I said. And then like I was lucky that I got to do that. I mean, he's still going through it now. He goes, he was in hospital for a year. He still goes every single week. Yes, like sometimes he had to go twice last week. Sometimes like more than that, like to London, like not even close by, like. You know, he goes through a lot. Like, it's all these issues, like, you know, and he's so good about it. He used to be a dick, yeah. I said this, we was talking like about this yesterday. I was like, you used to be such a dick. I was like, I'm so glad that you like this now, because he's like, he understands things a bit, because he's like, he's so, I don't know, like stubborn motherfucker, yeah. And like he's just a bit more like chilled out. Like he'll listen a bit more because like before,
yeah,
like,
we grow and relax certain shit when we get older. I
bro,
could
it's all
speak
life
for
and death.
myself.
It's
I
life
can
and
speak
death,
for
innit?
myself that we start relaxing certain shit. We be like, yeah, we
Not,
can't do that no
not
more.
him. Wait, even at first, when he first woke up from the coma, he was
We
still a
can't do
dickhead,
that
yeah.
no more.
Like honestly, like even said to me yesterday, I was like, when you first woke up, you were still a dick. It took you a minute to realize life and death can change you, innit? Like, you know, because now like
That's
you're
hilarious.
so chill, man. Like I don't really sound like a
Real
dickhead, but
talk.
I can't help it. I say what I say, and I say this to him. Like people think the way I talk, yeah. When my brother woke up from the coma, like, you know, he's on the phone, like, can I see you? Blah, blah, yeah. And I say it to him like that, and I'm not taking the piss. I am taking the piss. First thing I said when I went there and saw him here was, I thought you lost weight, but they got you a bigger bed, you fat cunt. Like, and like just smiling, like, because that's our relationship. Do you know what I mean? That's love. Like, so yeah,
That's
It's
stuff.
the
No, but
realness in
hold on
that.
though. I heard her say that she got a wife. Let's
Oh
talk about her.
yes.
What's good
I
with
was
her?
soon to be ex-wife, basically. I know. I didn't.
We don't like her. All right, my bad. I was
No,
about
you
to
can talk
say.
about his life, innit? Shit. I signed up for forever, but this fraud, this actor that I married, I don't know who that person is anymore.
okay. This is the first time I'm hearing you talk about it, Justar. You've always been really hush hush about it, and that's why I never asked. But I've definitely been curious. Can you just answer this? What would be your advice to yourself? I would say a year before getting married, except for don't do it. What would be your advice? No, except for that. Except for that.
I don't know, because it's been as well. It's a process, like, right, man. Like, you know, I got books to write, Bridget. Like, I'm in a few books about my life too. Like, because obviously, I wasn't gay before. Like, I never looked at a woman that way. Like, right? No, I was with men. I was strictly dickly. Like, for like 34. Yeah, no, so I'm not. Yeah, And even I'm not proper gay yet. But obviously, I'm married to a woman. Like, damn. But basically, like, I like banished men. Man before my ex before like put his hands on me so many times, and like I was in love with him. I'd have married him, yeah. Like, and then basically someone in public saw him put his hands on me and like called the police. He got put in prison, so then that broke our relationship up, which is a good thing because I'd have been that dickhead that stayed with him and like I'm not that person. It's like right, you don't know how it is, so that's another thing as well. Never judge people for nothing because God puts me in these situations and I fucking learn. That's my shit.
Yeah, you never
know what I mean? Trust me. Like so then. Like that happened, and then so then I banished, like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm getting to God, like, to the universe. I'm never getting married. I'm not doing this anymore. Blah blah. And obviously, I wasn't thinking about women, so I banished men from my life. And then, like 2 years later, fucking talking to my now wife, like online through poetry, like, and I didn't know like that she liked me in that way at first. She did ask me if I was gay, but I wasn't. And then so he didn't think nothing of it. Then we just was friends. We just kept talking. We couldn't stop talking, and fell in love. And then like she broke my heart about 5 times over. So. I know better. Wow. This is the thing, getting married. I knew better, yeah. I should have listened, but I thought, we're gonna get married. She's not gonna keep doing it to me. Dickhead. My fault. Like, so yeah. She done it to me again, and yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it's your fault. I was
just saying, because I learned to that way. I didn't listen.
You learned the lesson. I would look at it as you learned the lesson. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because she learned it before. She done it so many times before. Like, she broke my heart so many times, yeah. And I never used to get back with anyone, yeah. Never be that person, yeah. And then I went and did it. But maybe I thought as a woman, maybe it's be different. I don't know. I thought she loved me. I believed her. Like, you know what I'm so angry about, yeah? Like, last few days with stuff going on as well, yeah. And I'm so sorry because you're gonna have to. I get passionate, man. Like, I'm passionate about anything, like, but Lord of mercy, like, someone broke my heart. And like, I believed you. Like, you told me you wouldn't do it again. You looked me in the face and you promised me forever. You asked me to marry you. Sit right here next to my day, right here down here. She asked me to marry her 3 years ago on Christmas Day, yeah. And then you lied to my face and you done like, who are you? And in the way that she uses me now, like, I don't know this person because I married the person that I fell in love with, and this fraud, I don't know who she is. Like, I don't know who she is. Like, so yeah, like my whole life's just been turned upside down because of it. I'm meant to be living in America. I'm meant to be in America right now. Like, and this dickhead went to room.
Why aren't you? I'm sorry, that sounds like a dumb question, but I would say, is this separation gonna allow you to be in America, or does it have nothing to do with that?
No, obviously, I mean, I was supposed to be like getting my citizenship in it. I took her bloody last name. I changed my passport. Like, my name's her bloody name. Like, you know what I mean? This fool, like, and I'm sorry, like, because I still love her. It's not my fault. This is fraud that I don't know who this person is. So I was in this forever, like, and that's why I'm so upset because like. And I'm not trying, like, I'm not cussing out. It's not even like that. It's only last few days because it's caused another rift between like me and my best friend. Yeah, I'm a best friend for 25 years. Yeah, and now like this has caused a rift, and that's what hurts me the most because it's like you took everything. Now you're gonna take my best friend. Like, what are you doing to me, man? Like, I gave you your heart, and you like, why are you so heartless? Because I gave you my heart. I don't know why you're so heartless.
See, well, you know what?
Wow.
Honestly, to me, it sounds like you definitely, first and foremost, if you had plans to like come to America, move to America, whatever you was going to do in America, if it
Girl, you can
and
still
it was
do it.
separate from her, please go ahead and do that, because at the end of the day, no monkey is going to stop a show. Hello, no
That's a
monkey is
lyric right there.
supposed to be
That's a lyric.
stopping no show round here. Not that's not what we do round
But
here.
I still want to
No.
go back to America. I got 3 suitcases of shit that she dumped at my friend's house. Another poet, yeah. Like, anyway, sorry to get too deep and like personal, but you know, shit, I keep it real.
This
Real
is a
news.
good place
Keep
to
it
get
real,
personal,
girl.
honey. This is
Keep
the right
it
place to get
real.
personal. But no, but the
Absolutely.
fact is, like I said, whatever plans you had to do, you want for yourself that have nothing to do with, please go ahead and move forward. Because what the fuck we not doing is stopping a show, because we don't do that around here.
Absolutely
That's first.
not.
And at the end of the day, the self-love, self-care kit always says that you got to do what you got to do to make yourself feel better, feel whole. And if it's if it involves therapy, if it involves just taking a trip somewhere, whatever it involves, whatever you need to do for you, you get it done for you. Because on some real shit, you got, because like you said, you gotta separate based on how this you explain it. It sounds like you gotta separate everything. You gotta change your name back to what your name was. You know what I'm saying? Put your passport back to where it was,
I'll just be
and
stubborn
be
at the
like, nah,
minute.
I'm starting fresh.
You
I'm
know what?
starting new, and that ain't got nothing to do with you, boo. Bye bye.
Is she a citizen?
You know what? Because she pissed me like, because
Okay.
yesterday, like, it was emailing each other, and we don't have contact, and like this stranger that was emailing me because she's so fucking horrible, yeah. And it's like, right, like, you know, and the reason why I'm being so stubborn, like 2 days before my birthday, like I told you, my birthday was like last week, whatever, yeah, like 2 days before my birthday, yeah, like the door knocked and they're trying to serve me my annulment, yeah. We ain't been married long enough to get divorced, yeah. My annulment, I'm not signing for it. I said nah. And then like she's telling me, oh, to sign for it. I said, you don't get to tell me what to do anymore. I give you everything you ever asked for every single time. So you can fuck off now, yeah? I said, you can take your fucking divorce when you're a widower. Like, I know, like, and I hear myself saying it. And I know it's like, you know, anger, like what we just talking about, being like Kanye. But it's like, now fuck you for a minute. Stop telling me what to do. Because I listened to you and I listened to you and I thought that you loved me and all your love was fake. You're like a narcissist and it was so stupid and blind because I thought it was love. Like, you know, now I see. And now you still think you can tell me what to do? No. I'm not going to do it. And I know it's...
Kai Storm in the building. Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Rolling Papers in the building. Motherhood Sex Marijuana. Merch in the building. If you're here, we thank you. And we most certainly appreciate you. But we want you to spread the word. Tell a friend. Subscribe. Make sure and, you know, get yourself some rolling papers. And of course, if you want to sponsor an episode, if you want to be on an episode, if you have products you want to show us that we want to show the people, come through. You feel me? Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, rolling papers, merch, YouTube, subscribe, fight all the algorithms and let us get in. Yeah?
Pay, and I don't fucking care because now, like, I'm the one stuck with your name. If I die now, my headstone's gonna fucking say your name. You know what I mean? So now you want your annulment? Go suck a dick. I'm not giving it to you. You can fucking wait.
There you go. Hey, and you know what? I'm
sorry for my anger, my passion there, but
we understand
good,
completely.
But at the same time, I'm gonna disagree a little bit, girl. You, in order to let that bitch go and make sure she gone, is sign that annulment. Get her the fuck out your face.
Trust me. I agree.
Well,
I mean, as soon as I say it, I'm like, I know.
Here you
it's
go.
like, as well, because she took my best friend. That's what pissed me off. Like, you took my best friend. Like, who the fuck are you? Like, how dare you, man? Like, she even tried to ruin the relationship, me and my brother. Like, because, like, the whole thing about the baby was a secret at first because of they have lost the baby. And then because of, like, he hates my family. My little brother don't speak to no one in the family but me, yeah. So then it's like, and she knows that. And he hates her and she hates him, yeah. So then because I've been having some issues, yeah. So she tries to always, like, message people. But like I said, stop contacting my people, yeah. Nothing to do with you no more, yeah. But she still does it. And then, like, says, oh, I was doing it because you said you were suicidal. No, I said you ain't getting your divorce until I make you a widower. And then so she goes and mentions my brother about saying I'm going to try and kill myself here, which she's done before, which one time was true, yeah. But then this time, if you really thought I was going to kill myself, why is the whole fucking, my little brother sent me a screenshot of the message here, the whole beginning of the message, all of it about, oh, your sister told me about the baby. I know it's a secret, blah, blah, blah. You fucking can't, because you know that he doesn't want to hear that from you. You're not supposed to know. And you're doing that, so then you go cause an argument with me and my brother. And my brother is like, he's like proper Aggie, yeah, like the way he talks to me, like, but he loves me. He's been there for me for the worst shit. That's my little G, yeah. So you're doing that because, you know, my little niece or nephew is like, raw, like the most important thing I've got to look forward to my whole entire life. And you tried to ruin that. And then you took my best friend because you couldn't do that. So you took my best friend. I see you. Now you don't mean nothing to me, innit? Like, that's next level. Like, rah, you already broke my heart. You already ruined my future plans. You told me forever. I gave it to you and you ruined my life. And now you want to go and do that? I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know who you are.
This bitch bad mind. This bitch
You know what I
bad
mean?
mind on Wicked.
That's
No,
crazy.
you need to
comes across
stage
so
that
nice.
bitch the fuck away from you. That
Well,
bitch bad
I've been like
mind
7,000
and
miles
Wicked
and she's still
girlfriend.
fucking with
You
my
need
life.
to stage that bitch the way away from you. Stage her.
You know what I said?
well,
You need to go to church, man, because I swear this bitch went back to like this place, like, you know, this. I want to go to her shit, yeah, because you know I can say my shit, I want to share her shit, but she's been through some fucked up shit in her life, yeah, and like she thinks her shit don't stink, right? Because you know, she's never. Have you ever been in a relationship and you've never ever done anything wrong? Because I haven't, because I actually made things wrong, but this motherfucker hasn't yet. And then like literally the family and the things that she came from and the things they done to her, and like she comes from dark shit. She went back to go there, yeah, and it, all around the same time this happened, yeah, she come up with this dark kind of. I said, you got fucking cursed. So you went back to some darkness. You need to go to church, because since then, like this thing, and I believe in that shit, and I see that shit, and I swear my life. What you just said, I said to her, right, you got this dark cloud and I don't like it, and I'm glad I'm away from the evil, because you need to go to church, man. It's like wrong, like her family, her dad, like done some next level stuff, yeah, like she got some dark cloud on her, man, and it ain't nice. I worry for her.
Yes.
Where do you think that it started to go sour for real?
When she went back to where she come from, man, and like I swear down, this cloud come, I swear my life, Reggie, some jump up on her, like I swear down, man.
So she started mistreating you?
I think she never really wanted me. She just never wanted anyone else to have me, because every time like I started to move on with my life, she wanted me back. So like she just throws me away, and the whole abandonment thing. Like I've been abandoned my whole entire life by everybody, and it's like that's the one thing like you know what to do to me. So you do it to me, and I'm not dickhead. That's why I say it's my fault, because I never ever used to get back with anybody. Like you rap with me, we're done, moving on, yeah. And like so even my brother's like, why are you letting this bitch like fuck with your emotions? I'm like, I don't know, man. Fucking give my heart. Like, sorry.
Exactly. Like
I know.
What about her was so special that made you just switch up different?
I thought maybe because she's a woman. I don't know, like because our love was so pure. Because like you know, I wasn't looking. I wasn't. You know, we just fell in love. Like you know, and like it just was like a movie. Then when we actually you know met and rare and like back and forth, and I just thought it was real. I believed her. Like and then you know, but then it's stupid because all the times that she done that to me broke my heart. And then like. But then because we kept getting back together and that, and like all the things for us to get back together when we did, they get married. Like I thought, Rob, we are meant to be together. This really is, you know, what it is, you know, blah blah blah. I never got married to get divorced, man. Like,
so was he cheating on you?
No. Bruh, I wish there was a good reason I could give you for the reason why we're over, and that's what hurts the most. There's not a good reason, yeah. Like she just never really wanted me. She always does. She always threw me away for dumb things, yeah. Like blames it on this, that, the other. Like makes up things, puts it all together. Like she basically, my wife basically finished me by ghosting me, blocking me, and acting like I don't exist. And obviously we're 7,000 miles away. Then I messaged her daughter because she was sick in hospital. My wife as well, yeah. All these clots, like ready to kill her, crying to me 2 days before that she's scared she's gonna die. So I'm worried about her. So I'm trying to get hold of her. Then she blocks me. Then I contact her daughter, who's technically my stepdaughter, in a message. Then she tries to say afterwards, my wife, like we speak like after, this was like months ago now, yeah. Oh, the last, like the straw that broke the camel's back was because you rang my daughter. No, I never. I text your daughter because you blocked me. Like she tried to say she blocked me after I messaged her daughter. I'm like, but you keep fucking contacting everyone I know, and I'm telling you not to. I'm allowed to contact your daughter as your wife when you're sick in hospital. Right. And you blocked me.
Right.
And I sent her one message. One message. And I know her. I've been with her daughter. We've lived in the same house together. How many times? Like, what the fuck? She was there at the wedding. She's the one that signed the fucking thing. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm not allowed to contact your daughter, but you think you can still message my best friend and my brother now? What are you doing?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, sorry guys, man. Like, I'm acting like we're on a freeway phone call. No one else like, you know, but
she sounds like some sort of user, and
she doesn't see it.
and it's terrible that she is doing it, but you got to do what you need to do to get away from her. Now I see,
God,
I hear how
good
you
God, man.
feel about it, but if it was me, I would have signed that annulment paper and
It was
slapped
2
her
days to my
and
birthday. Yeah,
slapped
like
her
I had
the
a
fuck.
birthday card and an annulment. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, you know, I already spent Christmas Day on my own, like with no one giving a fuck because of all this. I spent all these time on my grandma's birthday, like my birthday, like my grandma's day that she died and everything. Like all it been one after the other, all at the same time. This dickhead just left me and abandoned me. Like, don't give a fuck about me. And I just was like, I'm not doing this now. I can't do it now. Like, I was trying to pick myself up, and he's like, Nah, you're not doing this to me now. So then that's why I was like, Nah.
Well, on some real shit, is she a U.S. citizen by chance?
Yeah, she's American, isn't it?
So what you should do, honestly, you still have the right to get your citizenship. So go about whatever you
No, but it's
need
not that
to.
simple because we were trying to do, you know, just because you're married these days, it's changed. It's not that simple, you know that. Like,
Really?
like,
Okay.
yeah. It's a process, yeah. Like, so, like, and you know,
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
let me
trying to
tell
go
you
back to America.
something, and
I've still got family. I still used to
especially.
go. You know,
Let me tell you something, Ruby. I can tell you right now that immigration is been
now
way
as well,
different since before the red bitch. Way before the red bitch I'm talking about from the like early 80s. That immigration don't play when it comes to, you know, getting
They
married
changed
to
it because it
get
used to be easy,
citizenship.
like,
They don't
Okay,
play
I
that shit.
assumed it was still easy
That's
in
why
a
I got
sense.
free suitcases and
Girl.
stuck in
That shit
America.
is hard as fuck. That shit been hard as fuck since the 80s. Trust me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, now I can't even imagine. I didn't even think about that now. It'd be even But
Trust
like,
me.
I go America all the time, luckily, because like that's why as well I like to go. That's like because my grandma used to always take me. I put it there because grandma used to always take me, and I've got family all over America that come from Guyana because they're you know they're Guyanese, like their kids and whatnot. That younger ones are American, but they're Guyanese, isn't it? And they're like, but so I've got places to stay in that and whatnot. So you know, last time when I went all them places. My wife wasn't with me. Like I went to see her. I used to go back and see her all the time, but it was me on my own, innit? Like going to see everyone and like. So I've still got to go back, and so I'm still making plans to like use it to go and you know, and like I see the other day that dickhead like she just got back American flight attendant things, yeah. So like I would have been on the flight benefits again. So it's like you fucking can't.
She took you off the flight benefits? Oh hell no!
I fucked them up. We won't go into that yet. That's a long story, yeah. But like basically, now she got a new job, like, but she's a flight attendant now, yeah. So she get next level benefits, yeah. But I'm like, look at you still living your life. I'm here heartbroken. You don't give a fuck, like dickhead. Anyway,
you're still living your life. Look at how amazing you are to the community, especially to artists, which is also what I was going to say. How do you alchemize, if not art, because that's obvious. If not art, then what?
Blinking and breathing my daily mission at the man shit. I don't know, man. Like God, grandma, you guys, like some people on Instagram, you know, it's mad that you can like meet people online and have a connection that if I don't go on Instagram, because it's what I hibernate a lot, yeah, man, in not a good way, and it's not good. It's like I hide away from life, innit? Yeah, like that's my way of dealing with it. And that's why as well, that's why I'm talking about it, you know, that's what I'm telling you now, like, you know, and I said to a few people recently because I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to admit that my marriage is over, that my wife don't love me, like that she's a cunt. Like I don't want to say them sentences, yeah. I'm sorry for that, but I should have said the last bit, but I did. Like, but I have to say,
hey, you said what you said, girl.
See, let me stop you right there. You need to stop describing it like that. You need to describe it as you got rid of a bitch that wasn't worth your fucking time.
True that.
Worth your space.
Real talk.
That
That's more
shouldn't
the
even been
Ruby, your best friend,
you.
can I still
Like,
work? Can
you
be my
was
best
the
friend?
benefit,
Yes.
and she lost.
We all.
You won, she lost. That's the way you supposed to be talking about it, because that's what happened, Queen. That's exactly what happened. You lost something that wasn't worth your motherfucking time.
The trash is seeing itself out.
I know,
Wasn't worth
despite
your
what I'm
love.
saying.
It wasn't worth nothing to you.
Trust
So
me.
therefore, she lost, you won. You got rid of garbage because garbage is what she was. Hello. Excuse me. Security. Excuse me. Get rid of this.
The
No.
gems.
Pick
The
this
Clean
up.
up on aisle 4.
No, get
Clean
her
up
name
on aisle
off
4,
the
please.
list. Get her name off the list. Don't put her name on the list no more.
Clean up on aisle 4. There's a mess.
And we gonna take whatever
Don't
benefits on the way out.
Don't describe
You
it
know what I'm
as she don't.
saying?
No, because at the end of the day, that's what it is. She lost.
You
I
didn't
love that.
lose.
Thank you.
She
You're
really
right, you're right,
did.
you're right. And you know what? I did say that to the other day, yeah. And like, because it's true, because as well, you know, the one thing this has taught me, because I've been asking God too, yeah, because raw, like, you know, I have to speak to God, man, because like my grandma was like a proper Bible basher. I watched her every day, wake up early and pray, and go to bed late and pray for everybody and their mate. I clean church, you know, I grew up in that, yeah. So if I'm brainwashed, I don't care. That's what I believe, and I believe my grandma spent her whole life showing me that I, you know, talk to God and like literally like, what am I supposed to learn from this? Well, like, why, you know, is there no other way that I can learn this? Why did I have to get married so quickly for this? That, you know, all this work. Like, what is the message? Because I don't want to
The
be like, all right,
message is that
look,
she wasn't worth your
no,
time.
no, no, but
The
the message
message is
it's
that
me that I'm
everything
worthy.
happens for a reason.
No,
First and
it's true.
foremost, everything happens for a reason, and you learned a lesson that you dealt with someone that wasn't worth your time, space, or
And that I'm
energy.
worthy. Like,
And
because
therefore, when you go forward, you will look for signs for anybody that's going to try to play with you, and you going to give them warning signs like, "Look here, I ain't got
You're
time.
gonna see
I'm
a
not
mile
playing
away.
with you.
I
Don't
ain't
play
doing that
with
loving
me,
again,
because
brethren.
I'm gonna give you the scissors real quick. You'll get the scissors. You won't even know you got scissors.
Not the
You just
good
got cut. You
scissors.
just got
We don't
cut. You got
scissoring.
blocked. You got
That's what
deleted.
I
That's
miss from
what
a
it is.
lesbian relationship.
You know what I'm saying? You got
Oh
cut,
shit.
you got blocked, you got deleted. I don't understand. I'm
You
not playing with you.
know,
I'm not playing with my
it's
time. I'm not playing with
lessons.
my head top. I'm not playing with my heart. I'm not playing with my pum pum. I ain't playing
Right.
with nothing. I ain't playing with nothing.
Right.
Oh, what? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. No, I'm joking.
I'm
And
just saying. You
granted,
know what I'm saying.
you
You
No, I'm
know,
know what I'm
saying, man.
saying, girl.
No,
we
I do.
show do, queen. That's bars right there. And you know what,
Mm-hmm.
just start. We're not even saying that you're perfect because you probably have some shit that we
Bro,
don't
my
know
shit
about.
stinks. I'm a
But
fucking dickhead at
well,
times.
that's what
Trust
I'm
me.
saying. We're not
But I
even
own
coming
it
at
and I
it
try
like
to
you
fix it
some
and be better.
angel. That part. Once you can do that, we could roll with that. Like we all have, dude. I've done
Right.
some
And
really
even in the
horrible
time you've known me,
things,
I think I've
yo.
grown like raw. You like, and that's the thing that she don't know. She met me when my grandma died. I was fucking broken, man. Like I was so broken, like raw. Like, you know, other than her breaking my heart now, which I never knew, because the time she broke it before, yeah, she broke it, but not like this, man. Shit, like this fucking we're married. Like you fucking broke me differently, yeah. But like my grandma's the only other person that was worthy of my fucking heart. And like, obviously my grandma, like, no, I'm never gonna stop speaking about my grandma. That's my fucking G, yeah. Like
That's
she
right.
met me when I was broken. And like she kept saying, "Oh, I never saw
That's
you."
usually when
Yeah, but I was
narcissists pick us
fucking
up.
broken. So I was like a project to you. You thought you could fix me. Now you see me pick myself back
That
up again.
part.
I'm getting back to a level.
That
You don't
part.
want to see me on fucking eye level. So you're not ready for me because you don't know me, because you only saw me when I was broken. You don't know me. I'm better than
Right.
before. I'm moving forward and you don't fucking see me. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
And if the relationship doesn't make you better, why the fuck are you even in it?
Exactly.
Marriage or
And then you
not?
know
I'm
what? Even
sorry.
at the beginning, she tried to say, you know, it's one
Yeah.
thing that pissed me off, and she lied about this too. You tried to say, oh well, when you sort yourself out and get better, then we can get back together. I said, you don't get to get
No,
me when you think I'm
no,
better.
we
You're supposed
can't
to
get back
Man,
fucking
fuck
help
all
me.
together.
You're supposed to
that.
support me. You're supposed to fucking
Girlfriend,
make
no.
me better.
No,
Right.
stop right there. Stop right there. We cannot get back together. I will rise like a phoenix and you leave you in the
Yeah, I'm
dust.
trying. Yeah,
You
I'm
will
not now.
watch my
No,
rise
sometimes.
and you will want to get down, and the bouncer will keep your name off the list. The security will be putting you out the door.
Oh.
Like Chris Brown song. You're gonna be outside and
Samoan
can't get in.
bounces.
You're gonna be outside and can't get
You
in
ain't
because
even a
you
Shit.
ain't
whisper.
never
You
gonna
don't make
come
a
in.
sentence. Like
No,
shit.
at the end of
Dang.
the day, because this person has already established who they is and what they are and what they ain't.
And it
So
took me too
at the
long to
end of
listen.
the
Not
I
day,
cool,
see it.
I'm
I'm
buddy.
never
listening now.
supposed
I
to
see
have
it
no
now.
more time
Trust
for this
me.
person.
Oh no,
Yes,
this was before, bro. I'm never gonna. Ever gonna. Like, and that hurts
absolutely.
me. I wanted to, but I ain't ever gonna.
Never.
Yeah, you would never making it to the VIP section. You ain't even fucking know where the club is. No, thank you.
Nah, at the end of the
No,
day,
we
you
gonna have
outside the
10
door.
Samoan bouncers
You
out
the
there locking
security,
it
like
up.
your name ain't on the what?
Yeah.
Girl, I don't see your name
And
on
then,
the list. I don't even know how
Shining
you gonna get
star.
in.
all right,
Like, how you
1
gonna get
second.
in?
I'll go let my cat out. It may have like a motherfucker. I don't know if you can hear me. I'll be right back though. Yeah, 1 second.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
go ahead, girl.
Go ahead and do your thing.
But
Oh my
but
goodness.
no, dead ass.
Amazing
That's
episode so far.
the main story for
Real talk.
the people that are watching. That yes, don't tolerate the fuck shit. Know your worth.
She
Don't
right.
tolerate the fuck shit. Know your worth. At the end of the
She is
day, if
right.
once they establish themselves as what it is, you show them the
Leave
door.
them.
You let the bouncer take their name off the list, and therefore they never come to. They could never stand outside the line because there ain't no reason for to be standing out there. There's nothing for you here. No,
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm done. I am moving on. I am bettering myself. I am rising, and I'm not picking up
That's right.
garbage. I'm not picking up garbage, fam. No, pick up garbage from
That's right. I
pick
hope
up garbage
everybody
from
does learn something from this because I've done it. I've definitely done it. And I actually was married to a woman who did not love me. So her story actually makes me, it really rings a bell. Like this lady didn't love me at all.
Wow.
But the beauty in it is that had to end. Like she should have just been my
Mm,
homegirl. Like I should have never tried to sleep with her and all that shit.
mm,
Even the way that we met was kind of effed up. But
mm.
but I'm so grateful that I had that relationship. Just I was just
Word.
telling Kai that I was married before. And even though I'm so glad that it ended, I'm so glad that I had that experience because for one thing, this woman is drop dead gorgeous, and I had issues with my self image because just like
Mm,
yourself, Justar, that you said, I grew up thinking something that was not true because the
right.
adults around me did not have the capacity to hold space for me. They didn't have
Mm,
the capacity to tell me uplifting words. And that's why it may
mm.
look like I'm like constantly kissing my kid's ass. But if I'm going to give compliments to a stranger, I'm definitely going to tell my kid how beautiful they are. And that is
Word.
when our trauma can help us, right? When we alchemize
Mm.
it, when we channel it and do some shit like that.
Pain to
And
purpose,
whoever's
man. That's one of my
listening,
chapters in the book, like about my
yes,
life. Pain to
yes.
purpose. So,
Yes. And whoever is listening to this and hears Sister Justar's passion, it's because for a person that is so in touch with their feelings, you have no choice but be passionate. Kai's passionate. I'm passionate. So it's like, and
Word.
whoever is watching this, you might develop or even see the passion within yourself. But the reason why we're telling Justar without even getting into her business, right, that she deserves more is because we know she does. So whatever was
Exactly.
going on, if it was serving her, and it's no diss to your ex because or your ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife, because people are in our lives to teach us lessons, to
Word.
challenge us. Just like I said, man, I
Word.
was so in love with this. She was like one of the baddest bees that I've ever met. And to me, that meant something. That was not only a
Mm.
status thing, that was a lustful thing. It was an
Right.
insecure thing. And I'm so glad that that happened early in my life because right now I don't give a fuck I don't care what you look like, bro. What do you come with your values? What do you come with? And I will put myself up against anybody at this
Right.
time right now. And that's the confidence that Kai is talking about. And this queen right here, she talked me out of a very damaging situation. I was gonna get my butt fixed. And I was ready and everything. I was like considering it, and I had the money, like, saved that. And
fix.
I
Fix
I
that
I
sentence.
give
See the
her
sentence.
I
What?
give her that credit because no one around me was telling me that, dude. Not even the dude I was
Tell me,
with.
I'll
He
fucking
was
tell you shit.
encouraging it. He was
Yeah,
encouraging
oh,
it. He said he would help me pay for that shit. So it's like,
no, no, bro,
you know
no,
what I'm
bro.
saying? No diss to
Pay
him.
for me to
You
go
know what
get
I'm
a
saying?
degree. Pay for me to go
He
and fucking learn how to do
obviously,
something else. Like, pay for me to fucking better myself. Like, pay for me to
yeah,
be a better woman. Like, you know what I mean? Not saying you need to
yeah,
be better, but pay for me to do
yeah.
something that
So, right. And then
Or
you
pay
said
or
something
pay
very
me to
proof.
or pay something to actually me to create a product and shit instead
enhance
of
my
putting
life. You know what I mean? Pay for
stupid shit in
structure.
my
Yeah.
ass. Like really,
Well, that's
like
the thing. He
no.
obviously didn't give a fuck, and he didn't love me either. To be quite honest, if I'm
Well, that's
1,000
why
right
my
now,
wife didn't love
right?
me. You know what I mean? Like,
So no, but that's what I mean, Justar. It's like, and then you said something that sounded like it was very hard on yourself, but I understand it. It was like it's not your fault, but it is because it's
yeah.
like you're gonna allow what motherfuckers is gonna think that they can do, even with parenting. Like if I just allow my kids to just do every motherfucking thing
Mm.
they want to, that's some
Then
destruction.
why you gonna be
You,
surprised when the neighbor tells you your kid's a little shit? Not
You
saying that
know,
you know what I mean? Like,
but you ain't staying in that. You feel me? And that's
yeah,
what's to be
that's what, yeah.
celebrated.
That's why I'm here. That's why I agreed to do this because I ain't
That's
been
right.
coming on camera lately. You know that I ain't even trying to show my face on the screen. You know what I mean? But when I show up and I represent, like, you know what I mean?
Thank
I'm
you,
down.
Queen.
And so I was
And
like, yo, yeah, let me do this because it's you as well. And I, you know, and the fuck it, like, right, I'll keep it real. And if someone might hear this conversation,
you glowing
and touch with something, and I get it all the time because of my shows and that the amount of people that reach out to me, and that's why I feel guilty that I'm not doing my shows yet because I care so much about people, and it's like lately though, I just gotta blink and breathe, man. Shit. I just got to do that.
Yeah, you gotta take your time and do things how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely glad you came on camera and
Me
you
too,
were
man.
real
Nice to
with
meet you. You're my
us
new best friend now. Can we be best friends?
and
Drop this
real
other one.
about your story, because the fact is that that's what this platform is about. It's about us keeping it real with ourselves and everyone that's watching. Like, we are bomb ass smokers that happen to smoke weed and definitely deal with a lot of different issues. And we welcome all people out here, people that smoke, people that don't smoke, and the main thing we like to discuss is, all the roads and avenues to get to what? Self-love, self-care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Weed is one of our self-care roads, so that's the road. So
Boy, that's why I started smoking again recently.
Be traveling on that road all the time. That road stay cloudy.
I smoke, like, I thought what I say because I live in the UK, innit? Yeah, and it's illegal here. Yeah, but like, for 20 years I was down with the program, like 1,000,000%. Yeah, like more than anyone needs to, and more than it just nuts. Yeah, like levels. And so I never ever thought I was not going to. Yeah, and it, like partly because of this dickhead. Yeah, I stopped. Yeah, not because I wanted to. I didn't want to ball and chain and all traveling. I was like, I don't want to worry when like I'm gonna have to like, I need to smoke. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so like, anymore. So I stopped. Oh my god, so proud of myself. I was like, right, you did that. You did. Like, even people that know me, like my family. Like, right, come around my house. You're not smoking.
Yeah.
No more. Like, nah. I told you. Then like, then last few months, like, fuck that shit, man. Let me roll up here. And then like, but can I just say this too? And it's funny that you touched on the self-love thing for this page here, because that's the one thing. It's taken me a minute to learn, and I'm literally saying like the last couple of weeks, last days, brethren, like
we gotta learn about self-love.
Because this is my thing. Like, I love so hard, yeah. Like, even when I had to do the thing for my brother, yeah, like to get my cells good as well. Like, I've done so many things to eat well and do these things, not smoke, not drink, nothing, yeah. Like, make sure my body was good, yeah, for him, yeah. Can't do that for myself. And then like now, like lately, like, realizing that the way that this like fraud treated me, this actor that I was married to, yeah, like I'm like, right, you deserve better. Like, no, like I am worthy of more. And so the whole thing that I'm learning, was asking God, is because I need to learn to love myself, and I deserve it. And it's okay. It's okay to say that. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to know that, because I fucking deserve it.
Right.
So I am learning that, and that's one thing. So thank you, and thank you for everything you said, because I love your energy, your vibes, your realness too, man. And thank you for letting me just be real, because I'm kind of forgetting that people are going to hear this. I'm talking to you lot, right? But I will do this too, because Ruby knows me. I don't rant.
You're remarkable.
The reason why I share is because I never did before, and I was going to say this earlier on. Yeah, sorry, I know I talk a lot, yeah, Bridget, but let me just say.
No, don't be sorry.
Like, the reason why I do share now is because before I wouldn't share, because like I was abused as a kid, and like, so I thought no one could fuck with me. I thought I was invincible because no one knew, because I was a child in a culture where children should be seen and not heard, and I was not allowed to speak. And that's why I want the kids to speak, and I do all the creativity and wagwan, and the art was my only way of speaking. So then no one could fuck with me because I was invincible. That's what I thought. And then as an adult walking somewhere, got raped, like fucked my whole life up, yeah.
No.
Broke me in different ways, yeah. And then so then I was like, rah, like, just deflated my whole life, yeah. And then so then tried to like, end it all, ended up in hospital for 8.5 weeks, like blah blah blah, like it won't go, long story. So then after that though, because of that, I was so like just shocked that happened to me. And because like, I used to everyone knew me, I used to do all kinds of things where I'm like, don't fuck with me, no one fuck with me, like you couldn't fuck with me yet, but that happened to me, that fucked with me. So then I was scared to let anyone know, or scared to see the person, or more importantly, scared for them to see me not to know that they're seeing me. Like, that was the one thing used to fuck with my head. And so I just hid from the world for like 2-3 years. I didn't go outside hardly. I used to go to the shop at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and literally, even if the car was coming, I would try and hide, make sure I'm not under the street lights at the same time, because I was such a recluse. My PTSD got me so bad, yeah. And then like one day I started to do these things online, yeah. I was doing these other things, like, and then one day I was on the international women's group thing I got asked to be part of, yeah. And I just took the power back, because I used to say the R word, yeah. I know I probably shouldn't have said dim, because I don't know what this is going on. Sorry, because I know like the thingies. But like, I used to actually say, rather than like, the word, the R word as a way, because I couldn't say it. And in that day I went on the thing and I said, yo, this happened to me fully. I said this, blah, blah, blah. I took the power back, and from that day forward, I've been in books, I've been doing mental health, I've been doing this, because now I'm not going to stop the conversation. Like, you know, I was told not to
Right.
speak about things that now I'm speaking about, and that's why I speak so much, because, you know, they wouldn't listen to me as a kid, they wouldn't listen to me when they needed to listen to me, and now I'm not going to stop speaking, because the minute I started speaking, people are like, thank you for speaking, thank you for sharing that, thank you for letting me say this.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, right, God, clearly this is why I'm going through these things, so I can help other people.
Exactly. You absolutely, and that's
That's
what we're
right.
here for too. We are here to help people to let them know you got a
Take your
voice,
power
speak
back.
out, and put
Real
it out. Did you
talk.
say something about a book though? Like, have you written books?
I'm in loads of books, yeah. Now I was like this. I'm just in a chapter. This first book, though, like a chapter, yeah. Like I'm in some I'm in loads of like anthologies. Now I'm lazy. I can't move to do the work, so they do it all for me, innit, yeah. But then I'm in another book, like it's called Life Out of Lockdown, and it's like my chapter's called like Pain to Purpose, and it was something through. I used to do all these things like. Bruh, before my grandma died, there was so many things, and they're like, you know, my whole world stopped, man. Like everything's before or after grandma, but I still do things. But obviously, like, you know, so the International Women's Day thing, though, like that was on, like, was international. There's people from Guyana, I'm Guyanese, there's people like worldwide, yeah. And then I was just like, nah, like doing this, I'm taking my power back. And then that was it. I don't know, just took, you know, and that's what I say to people: don't do it when you're not ready. But like, yo, I was ready. It was the right time, and I've done it, and like, it changed my whole life. It changed my whole perspective, and like, you know. So yeah, man, thank you. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, don't do it until you're ready, and then when you're ready, definitely do it. Don't let nobody talk you out of it,
like,
and
no
don't
one
let
told me to do
nobody
it. It just
and
was
make you
like,
believe that it can't be done. It can be done, and somebody, whatever it is, whether it's a book, a song, whatever, somebody wants to hear it. Somebody was relating to it. Somebody
trust
is
me, yo.
definitely has
You guys
has
must
lived
have
that
loads of
life
people reach
and
out.
wants to know, wants to know it from their experience. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So thank you for doing that. You know what I mean? And thank yourself for doing that for yourself, and whatever you need to do to move on from this scallywag in your life,
Yeah,
move
no, but
on
then
from
that's
the
why I remember, you know
scallywag.
what?
Like,
Remember
put
all
the
of these other
scallywag
things.
out.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
scallywag.
put that out.
My grandma says scallywag. Yeah, girl. Like it reminds me of all. You know what? I can't remember that. Yo, I'm the seed that grew in my grandma's belly. Yeah, if you know my grandma, yeah, yo, my grandma was a fucking G. Yeah, like so I'm like, rah, like you know, you're stronger than this. Like, come on, man. We dealt with so much more. Like, I've been around longer than this dickhead. I could do a lot more. And it's like that's why I remember like my own worth and stuff. And it's like, you know, bring me back to that. And like that whole thing, like, rah, you went through all of that, and like, you know, this is nothing, man.
Yeah, I feel it.
And
I feel
then
it, and I feel
seriously,
the
she
same
was
way
there.
when it comes to my grandmother too. Because like my grandmother, she was definitely one of the G's of the family. She passed
That's
away
why they call them
like
G-Mars.
almost 3 years
Fucking
ago
G's.
on Labor Day. Labor Day here in America is the first Monday in the first Monday in September.
September.
So and that is, for me, that's a big day because here I don't know if you ever heard about the Caribbean parades that we have out here, and that's the day that we have it out here in New York. And my grandmother used to be out there every year with her flags and everything. So
Where's
her
your parents? Because you
passing
know
of
when I go to New York, I go to Jamaica Avenue, the Guyanese part. My family Guyanese in it. Like, what? Where you from?
So
actually, the Guyanese part is in Queens. I'm
That's
in
why, yeah, that's why
Brooklyn.
I go to Queens. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
go
in
Jamaica Avenue,
Brooklyn.
Queens, yeah. Like, I got family there, Guyanese now. Like, I go there all the time. Grandma took me there loads of times. I go back to them. I was just there like
beautiful.
last year.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
That's
That's
what's
what's
up.
up.
And I went to the poetry thing, like, you know, IBJ's poetry thing as well. Like, you know, I was on stage with them, like, yeah, man, like, that's what I'm saying. I can come back and forth and, like, you know, I've got family. But, like, I used to be in carnival and that too growing up, yeah. Like, you know, just because I'm pale motherfucker out here, don't count me out, guys, yeah. Like, I used to be in the carnival and that, you get me, like, you know, yeah.
Get it, queen.
You know,
Hey,
like
melanin is
Chinese,
all
they love their
beautiful.
soccer in it, like, you know, soccer music, like, so you know, I've got that vibes in my balls, brethren. Don't watch that.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
I love that. Justar, do you have any words of kind of experience and wisdom for somebody who is trying to get their art out into the world and has hesitations on their abilities?
Bro, I don't know. Give me some advice. Like, when you make it, let me know. No, joking. Like, every time my work goes, like, does stuff, like, then life gets in the way, and then, like, you know. But basically, don't do art for other people. Like, unless you're doing a commission of, you know, you've got to, like, do that because the person wants this, blah, blah, blah. But, like, do creativity because it fills your soul. Don't do it for other people, because the minute you start doing that shit, you're never going to create anything that's any good. And you're never going to feel yourself. Do it because you love it, and do it because it's real, and be in the moment.
Real talk.
Exactly.
Real talk. Absolutely.
sure right
Thank you
there.
very much. Do you have anything to say to us, or would you like to
Bro, I ain't stop talking. Shit.
I
what
mean,
you
real
say?
talk. I was
I said
about
I
to
ain't
say
fucking
because
stop
I
talking.
based on
Asking
what
me.
you told me, it's getting real late for her. So, and I know
Oh, I don't
we all
run
got
though.
shit
She
we
lives
gotta
for
do.
this
So
shit,
I'm
but
just
it
like,
is
yeah, I'm thinking that this been a great episode, and I definitely, girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been, even though I'm high as fuck, it's been a little strain catching up with your conversation because you talk
Probably
fast
because
as
I talk
fuck.
so
I'm
fast.
looking at you like, what
Yeah,
kind of
sorry.
weed does she
so
smoke that keep
awesome.
her talking so fast? But I'm listening though. I'm paying attention. I damn sure heard everything,
Oh,
but I
she
had to
keep
make
it.
sure I pay
You
attention. Like,
know
it's like,
what?
wait a minute, she talking fast.
Yeah.
She
That,
fast.
I'm
And then,
sorry.
yeah,
You're
but
right.
you know what?
it's good
But you did say
exercise
you
for the
Guyanese, and
cerebral.
Guyanese people do talk really fast. I ain't gonna front.
Man, just
You know
start.
what?
You know
I'm
what?
sorry. I forgot. Because I know. Oh, Ruby, you're delayed a bit. Sorry, sis.
Oh
Wait,
no, it's all good. Go ahead.
no,
Can
because
you
I
hear
think
me?
as well. Sorry for that, but you're right, Reggie. You should have told me at the beginning because, like, even my
No,
mom,
no,
like
I'm
tells me to
hearing you,
slow
but
down.
I'm just like, oh
No,
God,
no,
the
no,
girl talk
bro.
fast in the
I
pump.
talk way too. Everyone tells me to slow down. It's a common thing, yeah. Like, it's even in my poetry. I'm like, you listening too slow? Am I speaking too fast yet? Like, but you're right, yeah. And like, but when you get to know me, you can keep up. But like, because I know
Ty's tripping because she
I kind of
never.
forget. Like, so I'm speaking like I'm speaking on the phone call to Ruby, just like because I've got 500 things to tell you, and it's also like a thing from my childhood, yeah, that I'm still trying to get better at, yeah. Because like people tell me like we're listening to you now, slow down, it's okay, because no one would listen to me, and I didn't have a voice. So that's why I'm still
Word,
you don't want to hear me, like not you, but like it's still like
word.
something that no one's got time for me. So it's like, let me tell you all quickly because I've got so much to tell you. And it's like, please listen to me. But you are listening to me. And so, but yeah, I'm sorry because
Almost
I
certainly
do have to
listening
make
to
an
you.
effort.
Absolutely. You know,
We
our
listening, girl. We
comprehension be on
listening.
point. You feel me? High or not. But you know what? I was clowning because I'm like, I bet Kai's wondering if there's somebody that speak faster than she do, because Kai can speak fast. I'm having to
Is
keep
it?
up,
No,
sometimes.
no, but literally it was like, oh shit, the whole girl, she taught, and then of course and then I'm like, okay, she's got the London accent, so I'm like, okay, you got to cut through that, and then make sure and pay attention, and then as soon as she said she was
Not London.
Guyanese, I was like, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah,
Now
because
it
that's what
makes
people
sense
get
because you
confused with
got
the accent.
Guyanese and you got the London accent. It's like, oh shit, yeah, we got to really hone in on your words to
I'm
make
trying
sure
to
we
Hey.
I'm
listening.
trying to tell you loads of bits of the story, and I'm trying to condense it, and then I'm like, and I go on tangents anyway. So I'm like, oh shit,
It's all
yeah,
good.
I'm
We got
sorry. I
it.
don't know how you kept up, but I fucking think
We
you're
here.
good. I'm good.
Yeah,
We
we
good.
got it. We damn sure got it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But
Yes, and
make
we
sure go
appreciate
ahead and tell
you.
people how to reach you. On social media. If you got a website, you know what I'm
Please.
saying? Let us
I'm
let us know what's up with you.
like I need some commissions, man. Like I'm getting skinny out here, my cats are hungry. Like basically, like people always think that I charge more for my artwork than I do yet, which is funny because then I'm like, well, have you ever asked me how much I charge? And then they ask me like, oh, is that it? I'm like, maybe you shouldn't assume you know the answer to the question if you never asked it. So yeah, like basically I do what, and it's funny like because normally I'm wearing I do what in it much, yeah. Like I know it's a bit dark in it a minute, but like that's my thing in it. I do what in it literally from day dots, jumbo crayons and Play-Doh. I've been doing art, man, and so I do like portraits.
She's amazing too.
Nice.
Like and big paintings, big things like you see behind me. That's obviously all my artwork.
Yeah,
Poetry, like yeah, basically, just holler at your homie, man. Shit, yeah.
Well, we'll definitely put your social media or in the description. We'll be dropping this on us on our YouTube channel in about 2 weeks, and as soon as we drop it, we'll make sure and send you the link, of course. And of course, you know what I'm saying. To go to our website.
I know.
to
I need. I'm
support
speaking to
our
you, man. I
merch.
need that, yo.
I get you.
Like, we need to follow each other, man. Yo, but I need that merch in my life.
We'll get
If we're not following each other already, I definitely will make
Yeah,
sure and
man,
follow you for both
Absolutely.
my page and the Motherhood Sex Marijuana
Yeah.
page. I'm pretty sure we are following you because, like I said, you've been in our comments, so I know we follow you
Appreciate
anyway.
you.
I've got to come because
You know
it's
what I
so
mean?
much. Because this is the thing, because obviously, like with my work and stuff, and with portraits is a bit cheaper because of paper and that. But like sending stuff across the pond is fucking expensive compared to what it should be. But like I'm coming back to America, like because I said I've got 3 suitcases right there. I need to get here, so I'm coming back soon. So we will arrange it so that I can get it delivered there because I can sort it out. Or I'll come I'll see you guys. Bomb o'clock. Yo, where?
Yes.
Well,
Remember me
shit.
and Ruby
Well,
nearly met out, but
let-
Ruby
well,
Ruby was long.
yeah,
I was
because I'm
long.
about to say Ruby lives in Portland. I live in New York. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh
That's
yeah,
two
but I'll go to
different
New York
flights.
or New Jersey. Yo, I'm here for a long time, a good time. I'm here for
Hey,
programs.
Nice.
just
That's
let us
what's
know.
up.
We'll work something out. I
All
gotta
right, yeah,
be
man.
in the
Figure it
East
out.
anyway.
Well,
You
can I
feel me? And
bust a
we
net
can.
before I go?
What's that? Oh, please.
Before I go,
And
like,
hell yeah, that's what's up.
I'll give you an option of two. Yeah, my two newer ones, yo. That thingy, like a life or XY, and they're not really titles for anybody else, but that's what they go.
Okay, go ahead.
So tell me which one. Pick one, or give me one or two, and then I'll pick one.
Two.
Shit.
No pressure. What did you say, Ruby? All right, one's about like stuff we just talking. Well, they both are. One's life and one's XY. So sorry,
All
pressure.
right, I would say one. I'll say one.
Ruby.
I'm gonna go with Kai. One. I was trying to be two to be different, but it's okay. I'll be one. Go ahead and one.
One is two. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. Like, and yeah, big up everyone listening. And excuse my fast speaking and my passion and my swear words. I get in the moment. But all right. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this one. Actually, fuck it. Right, Life. Have you seen the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence?
Nah.
What? No, back in the day,
Oh,
movie.
wait, yes. Matter of fact, now I know which one you're talking about. Yes.
All right, okay, cool. Life. That thing before the upper room can never really be ready, Eddie. Toes balancing on glass bottles. Jokes aside, that shit's hard. Caged in, segregated souls walking solo, serving a daily prison sentence, regardless of innocence. Who cares what justice really is? Justar, another statistic, cog in the wheel. Sold the big dream you could never ever really afford. Unique design specification. I mean, USP. You see, purchase unattainable. Hamster wheels keep on turning. Proud hammy hoarding food. So why are we still hungry? Fucking nuts. I smell a rat race never ending. Working hard is hardly working. No matter how hard we're working. Working every hour. Over hours to pay for a roof. We barely get time to sleep under. Now, right on facts. Under the magnifying glass. Constant experiment. Testing patience. Hostage to a maze. Label land of the free. Liberate. Can't pass the test, finish line, mirage, shattered mirror, me, raw, squeak, multiply, screaming unity, power in numbers. Takes a village to raise a baby, so why so many humans being left with no rights? Everybody be buzzing now. Buzz off, B. Be busy, B. Time to get to work, honey. See, Trump suit always wins. Bluffing jokers creeping in every hand. Scrap the day, balls. I don't know the rules. Grab by the pussy. Bye, pussies. Just clowning around. Not like I'm in charge of anything important. Mankind. Man, not kind. What kind of man? Little boys, a pocket full of holes. It's tissue, we all fall down. Plaguing puppets, poisoning roots, smelling of roses. Living in a world where acting dumb pays off. Now, who's really the smart one? Credit where credit is due, if that's what you like. As long as you got the most followers. That's what counts. Filling up. Wait. Heavy hearts, loaded, full on empty calories. Wait, did you fulfill your quota? Like feel full, like just I don't feel it feels like insta filled up on empty images framed but upside down frowns. Snap the book of face. What's your status? TikTok. No time to waste. Instant gratification. Lost that heart feeling. Empty hands holding shapes. Used to fit. Shape shifting, shape sorters learned as infants. It's supposed to fit in. Matching expressions. Miss the mask lesson. Masking appearances, hidden stories, camouflaging reality, swapping souls for horns, plaques, and stacks. Value the highest. Take notes. There's no change. Worthless. Sunday worshippers can't save the world. Amen. The week has 7 days, and the week isn't every single one of them. Hypocritical sentiments, double standards. It all adds up. End of days leaves you on your knees, praying to be saved. Never once been grateful to have lived. Still blaming the big man when you stomp your toe or don't hit the lotto. Forgetting morals over your ego. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Just because they act like a dickhead doesn't mean you put that prick on your forehead. Now, we all out here dicking about and no one's getting a happy ending. I'd rather just be the dumbo in the corner with a pointed hat. Constantly reminded how stupid I am for facing the wall you just pointed at. Hidden in the corners. Merging, bleeding into the shadows. We all look the same in the darkness. Silent T, stolen dreams, lost hope, empty, hollow, shells, mimicking a fantasy. Sounds the same in your hand. Here you see social media promoting devil worshipping, satanic symbols hiding in plain sight, paraded on stages, brainwashing our kids like, you ain't hearing what it really is? Ignorance is bliss. Subconsciously listening, sexualizing youth with every advert. When did toothpaste become so perverted? Don't be fooled. Pieces of Etsy are just the topping of the bigger pack. Extra thick crust, elitist breakfast is the meanest feast. Bottomless banquets, literally. Why is nobody listening? Surround sound deafening, ultra high definition. No resolution. 8K televisions bigger than book homes. Knowledge, shelves. Doesn't take Sherlock, get me, Holmes. The revolution will not be televised. Brain, shelf, blank pages, vacant space behind eyes. Broken light bulbs, dining on demons, feeding on scaremongering, morning, noon, and night. Extra dose before you dose for fear that the horrors haven't fully set in yet. Now, sweet dreams, don't let the bed bugs bite. Big Pharma will sell you the poison, mislabeled medicine, in order to upsell the antidote. Terms and conditions apply. Side effects. The golden ticket, customer for life. Never-ending remedies aren't meant to cure anybody. Now, double the pill, swallow them dollars. You're looking a bit green now, sir. Why are you so blue? Stop. Strike a pose. Let me snap this moment like it ain't already broken. Document the downfall to increase the views. Now study these insights. Google. No wonder it doesn't make sense. Losing the art of holding a pen. Coherency is a conspiracy. All too incorrect pen in your will. The government's taking it all anyway. Poor folk don't have a say. Kept below the line so they can box us in. Starving to feed another's pocket. Fat pocket sieving charities. Token gestures for appearances. Funding for the photo moments. Imagine if they were actually trying to fix the problems. Hungry for a story, punchlines and tactics spanning campaigns. Thirsty politicians. Who gives a rat's ass about their kids? Filling up on flies and empty promises and time for the cameras. No new news. Never ending fundraising, raising funds for the privileged. Never ending goals. Never gonna end. Money can't buy you morals, but wealth can cover up history. Now let that one sink in.
What? All right. Yes, indeed. All right. That was what's up. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that one. Yes.
Girl,
And
there was so
those
many
are bars
layers.
on top of bars on top of bars. Like,
So
yes,
many layers. And
yes.
had you not described that the title, it could have been applicable to so many things. And I think that
Mhm.
that's the beauty of being artists, is being a reflection of what your society is portraying it through your
Right.
perspective and being as honest as possible.
Mhm.
Because you told me of that title, you made me never want to marry any motherfucker ever again. I'm like, what?
That was the other one, but life, like, you know, it's a
Oh
playful thing.
my gosh.
It's simply like this shit that, like, you know, fuckeries in the world, like, it's just life, innit? Like, and it's like, you know,
It's life. That's what it
It's
is. It's
life.
life. And we live in that life, you know what I'm saying? And the name of the game is move on, learn, and grow. Lessons and life. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
thank you,
We're
on.
like,
not,
busting
we
through,
not,
like, you
you
know,
know what I'm
balancing their
saying? We're
toes on
not
glass
doing,
bottles.
you know what I'm saying? We're not dwelling
I know I'm
in
sure.
we definitely not dwelling in the past. We moving on. We moving up. We getting better.
Oh,
That's what it is. And
Moving
that on.
on,
and I
darling.
need to
You know,
watch that movie. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna watch that
And
Life
that
movie for real, because I didn't even watch that. I didn't get those references, but I got the life references. You feel me?
oh
yes,
shit! No, it's a classic, man. Yo, yeah, like it's the
it is
first
a
two lines.
classic movie,
Yeah, it's just the
definitely.
first two lines to break into it, and also because it's about like no the flipping, like, you know, neglection of like reality and like justice in the world, man, and like because they got put in prison for something they didn't do, and like, you know, it's just messed up. But then, you know, life, it's called life. So yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, it's a good
Beautiful.
movie, definitely. But yes, this is definitely a good note to end the episode. We definitely thank
Appreciate you
you,
so
like we
much.
said, you know what I
Thank
mean,
you.
and we'll make sure and let you know as soon as we post this on
okay.
YouTube, and of course we'll put your information in the description
And shit, thank you for being part of season 8. Because let me tell you something. Season 8
Absolutely.
has been definitely about the ladies, giving it up, about the ladies doing better, self-love, self-care, and being
Indeed.
and you know, adjusting each other's crowns. We ain't hating on
Absolutely.
each other. We
Yo, exactly.
motivating each other. We
Absolutely.
motivating each other.
Empower.
I don't understand when I hear
Empowering
these
each
things
other.
online, all this negativity, you know, about like women, like, you know, rotted. Like, I think people hang around in the wrong crowd sometimes because, yo, I'm gonna help you put your crown back on, and I'm gonna carry, you know, you're holding the weight in mine. I'm tilting yours back on, making sure it's glistening properly. Like, why are people like not doing
That
that? I
part.
don't understand. So I'm glad that
Oh,
I'm in
trust me,
A lot of
we
reasons
ain't
why.
part of that
Well,
crowd,
yeah,
and we don't
yeah.
encourage those
But I mean, like,
messages.
personally, it's like understanding a psychopath, innit? Like,
A
I don't feel like
hypothetical
that.
type
So yeah,
shit.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that we're on the same path, basically.
Exactly.
I'm
We're
loving
Oh,
it.
hell
doing
no,
So
we
much,
ain't.
it.
queens.
We all about love right here. And on that
Brethren.
note, motherhood, sex,
Absolutely.
Let me shine the
marijuana in
queen.
the
Motherhood, sex,
motherfucking
marijuana, the
building.
motherfucking building.
We
We
just
just
start. Yes,
started the
indeed.
Gang,
store.
gang.
Thank you, Queen.
Appreciate.
Thank you, guys. Thank
Much
you.
All right,
love.
now
Love, love.
everybody have a good
Bye.
night. All right, y'all. Yes. Okay, wait a minute. What's up with this? I'm hitting that end button.